Bet that we gon' swerve. After we sell this bird, I'm wearing my Cartier. Catch me, I'm in the trap. That boy talk too much, he gon' tell if he ain't a rat. Or bitch, you in the quarter, got felonies in the back. Tell her to pick me up, I got people that need a set. Now I got a rider with shorty, let me in with a 40. Say it's stops in the corner, how they leaving the party. Pull up on them, we on it. Tell my mama I'm sorry. Finish it when we started. They forgot, but we caught it. I'm cut like that. I should be riding with Savage. Come with the baggage, fucking I'm already cracking. We really making it happen. Come with the front end and the back end too. Jump out, let the Mac get you. Get in, slide with me. Feel you don't side with me. That shit don't fly with me. I'm really making a sequel. Some million people don't really fuck with no people. He really fuck with them people. Don't play with people. He really thinking we equal. Give it out shit with all the pressure. Why you with all the extra? How you don't feel me? This makes it a longer lesson. Feel me now why we don't take a ride? How could you take a side? Tell me what it is and what it ain't. How could you stay alive? Most of mine ain't got a color frame. I wish they was the same. So if they come and take it all away, I'll be in these. Cartier, catch me, I'm in the trap. That boy talk too much, he gon' tell if he ain't a rat. Or bitch, you in the quarter, got felonies in the back. Tell her to pick me up, I got people that need a set. Now I got a rider with shorty, let me in with a 40. Say it's stops in the corner, how they leaving the party. Pull up on them, we on it. Tell them mama I'm sorry. Finish it when we started. They forgot, but we caught it. I'm cut like that. Talk too much, he gon' tell if he ain't a rat. Or bitch, you in the corner, got felonies in the back. Tell her to pick me up, I got people that's in the set. Now I got a rider with shorty, let me in with a 40. Say it stops in the corner, they ain't leaving the party. When you on it, let me shorty. They been got me on it, I'm cut like that. Hey, nigga, I'm mumble after that, cause the nigga ain't wanna. What he say? Criminalize myself. They be tryna leave.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit sports community and around the world. I missed you guys. Shout out Book with Vegas. Sub.
Shout out.
That's how you start the show, dude. That's how you start the show. Good morning, guys. I can't even stress how much I miss you guys. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Josh, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I know we're past it, but happy Thanksgiving. Did want to start the show off with a congratulations to Josh.
Thank you.
Newly engaged Josh. Pop the question. Wow, what a way to start the end of the year and the start of the new year.
W's.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous. I wasn't nervous until like right before I did it, and then like nerves shot through my body.
Wow.
But then yeah.
Did you think she was gonna say no?
No.
I would have said no.
You would have said no?
No, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Dude, I would have said yes.
Come
dude.
on.
I would have cried on the spot. As someone that couldn't be farther from popping that question because I am single, what were the nerves like? Was it like, oh my God, you're watching your team and they're about to blow the lead? Or it's like, oh my God, they might take the lead and win and cover?
I don't know. It's like, I could like, I don't know.
It was like, oh my God, you stepped up for a penalty and then you saved the penalty. Or is it so different?
It was so different.
Fuck.
I never really got nervous playing sports.
You're making me all sad, dude.
I never really got nervous playing sports. So, like, I don't know.
You never got nervous playing sports?
No, not really.
Dude, I'd step up, take a penalty, think I was going to poop.
I never really took penalties. I mean, like, I would take them, like, if, like, we needed, like, a 6th or 7th guy, but, like, they never really
but you had to
stressed me
save
enough.
him.
Yeah. But
I feel like that's nerves enough.
I mean, it is and it isn't because, like, you're not expected to save them. And if you make the save, then it's, like, that the person who took it's an idiot. That's what everyone thinks. It's less, like, great play. It's more like that dude's an idiot.
Yeah, it's like that guy's an idiot. Yeah. All right. I mean, fair enough. Can I get some W's in chat for Josh, guys? Congratulations. That's a huge, huge moment in life.
Thank you again.
Hopefully I get invited to the wedding.
Of course.
I mean, we'll see, though. You said you want to do small, though.
Yeah. I mean.
Tiny wedding.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
W's in chat. Congrats, Josh. Dude, a lot has happened in the sports world since we last kicked this off. But I want to start with something that was actually hysterical, and it starts on a Saturday afternoon in New Jersey. Went home for Thanksgiving in New Jersey, and Bookit with Vegas wants to be my +1. It starts on a Saturday afternoon in New Jersey. And my dad is a huge Seton Hall fan. Grew up going to Seton Hall season tickets, the whole nine. He was like, hey, Seton Hall's playing Monmouth. You want to go back to a Seton Hall game? You haven't been in like a year. And I was like, you know what? We know a lot of guys over at Seton Hall. That'd be super fun. I'd love to go. We end up going. Who do I end up sitting next to? Frank the Tank.
Wow.
Literally, I'm not even kidding, right next to Frank the Tank.
Actually?
Yeah, like literally hip to hip Frank Tank. We're watching the Seton Hall Monmouth game. Keep in mind, Josh, they're minus 12.5 favorites.
Mm-hmm.
They lost by almost 20. Seton Hall lost by almost 20.
Didn't
Seton Hall was minus 12.5. Seton Hall lost by almost
Has
20.
Monmouth won a game?
No, that was their
I was
first
going
one.
to say, yeah, I'm pretty
It was
sure
their first
they
one.
were defeated.
And there was this kid, Bashir,
Mm-hmm.
that had like 25 points. Total prick. He like thought he was him. And there was a couple times where I was like, you're not him. And then he would like hit a three and like look over at us. Like he was like one of those kids that just entertains everything in the crowd.
Yeah.
And Seton Hall just got smoked. But if there's one thing that my dad and Seton Hall fans are used to, it's like just getting smoked in spots where you shouldn't get smoked. Just because, you know, that's what it was like when I was growing up. We had horrible teams, Bobby Gonzalez, all these guys. So we're like, whatever, we're driving home from the game, and he was like, wow, that one hurt, huh? And like my dad's like really funny after like Seton Hall loses, because he never like lets it ruin his day. He never lets it make his day. He just kind of like chills. And we get home from the Seton Hall game. We're like hanging out. I go upstairs. I like shower, come back downstairs. He's like sitting there watching TV, and I sit down and watch TV with him. And literally all-time quote. Like I've never heard a quote hit so hard, especially when it comes to like sports. I go, Dad, I was thinking about the game, and before I could even get the next sentence out, he goes, now why would you ruin a perfectly good night like that?
That is a great point.
Dude, great point. Like, what a phenomenal point. But basically, I was saying there's no chemistry. It looks like they're not even friends. I've never seen anything like it. Not a single charge was taken, no blocking fouls, no high fives after made shots. It was the weirdest thing ever. I've never seen anything like it. But on the complete opposite side, we had Monday Night Football last night, and it seems like everybody rides for Jameis.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be the guy. But he might have thrown that game. The Browns might have thrown that game.
You mean that last pick?
Yeah.
That was bad.
You're on the one, you're not running the ball?
Yeah, but weren't they down 9 either way? So like they
But
needed,
either
like, the
way,
ball
you're not
back.
down one, you're not running the ball.
Yeah,
Score the touchdown. Why are we rolling Jameis out of the pocket, having him throw into quadruple coverage?
I think you can't let any time run off. No, you kind of just need to.
Like, I don't
You
know
need to
if
score.
I've ever seen a more, oh, you could have thrown that game moment in my life.
That was Anthony Richardson-esque from earlier in the year when they played us. Remember that when he just was rolling left, the exact same play, he just threw it right to the defender.
It was literally like I knew who he was throwing it to, but it's almost like he like purposely just floated it behind him.
Yeah.
To the defender.
Yeah.
And I was so frustrated, dude, because I'm gonna pat myself in the back. Shout out Jerry Jeudy. Called that one with a bag of rocks.
Yeah,
Plus
that was-
240, dude.
That was crazy.
If I took a plus 240 money line, people would be splooging on the feet. It'd be like, oh my God, you're so sharp. I take plus 240 Jerry Jeudy. It's like, oh, nice, got one.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, come on.
Like everyone took it.
Yeah, come on, dude. Come
Everyone
on.
acts like everyone
dude.
took it.
Come on. He went ballistic
Yeah, he did. That,
against his old team.
he was wide open on
Dude,
that
he
touchdown.
could've
I've
had
never
two.
seen someone more. Yeah, I know, but the actual touchdown,
Oh
I've
my
never
God,
seen
yeah.
someone more wide open.
Wide.
Like he caught the ball, he slowed down to catch the ball, and still had like 10 yards of separation on that guy.
Dude, and I don't know if you saw the first one. It was the exact same play. So that's like
yeah.
that. But he was on the right
But he's on
side,
the other
and then
side,
they
yeah.
motioned him to the left for this one, which was like, and you know what's funny? Everyone, I posted like a reaction video because I try to film almost every play when I'm at home. Like if I'm just in my apartment, I'm not doing anything. I have no one to talk to, so I set my camera up, and if there's like an interesting formation or if they go empty, like I film every play.
Yeah.
So I was filming that play, and like when they motioned Jerry Jeudy, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna, like it's chalked because in the first half he like snaps a play action, then immediately uncorks it, and it was Jerry on the right streaking, and then this one was literally the same play, but they motioned him, and he just ran it like right across the field, dude. there is nothing better than when Jameis uncorks the ball. Because that camera angle is going to flip, and it's either the most egregious turnover of all time, or your guy is butt naked wide scoring a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, there is no in between.
It is electric.
No in between.
That is so true, dude. That is so true.
Like, when he lets one go, the rush of adrenaline, excitement, and nerves that hits your body when you have a Jameis Winston ticket, and you're like, holy shit, this could be the most egregious pick of all time, or it's literally a touchdown, is hysterical.
Yeah, someone is playing receiver on the play. You just don't know if it's the offense or the defense.
Yeah, literally. Like, actually, every single time. Ended up being probably my favorite primetime game of the year.
That wasn't electric.
Like, it was just fun to watch Bo Nix play good ball, and then it was fun to watch Jameis play good ball. I mean, it's also a part of the Jameis experience. He's going to have 4 or 5 picks. You knew it was coming. Like, if you tuned into that game and you had the Browns like I did, you knew he was turning the ball over at least 3 times. Like, that was a minimum 3. And then it's hysterical. You get in the post game and he's like, just praying for God to deliver me from pick sixes. Also, dude, how do you let a guy pick the ball, hit the ground, and then return it?
Yeah.
Like, in what world, dude? Did we just not want to tap him?
No
Did we
hustle.
have the other side? Like, that was the one that pissed me off, I'll say. Because you can't let a guy pick it, hit the ground, collect himself, get up, and then return it. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah. That was an electric game, though, dude. Bo Nix is good.
He's very good.
He's good. Dude, I think I said this earlier in the season. This could be the best QB class that we've seen in a long, long time.
And the Jets have to draft one this year. Shout out our luck.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't. Do you
We'll
think
get
anyone's like look bad?
We'll get there.
Not the Jets. I'm saying like, these quarterbacks. Like so far, like the first rounders are like Caleb, Jaden, Bo, and is that it? Oh no, Drake. I feel like they've all been good.
Yeah, they've all looked
Like
good.
none of them have been like, oh, they're not like this guy needs to like work on some shit. Like everyone seems like they're like good, and then they're just gonna get better.
Might be Caleb, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Caleb might be the
He looked
worst.
so good.
He might be the worst.
He literally,
of the group.
he's been better than Drake May. He's been, dude. Him and
I don't know though, dude. Drake May's kind of got nobody.
if the Bears had 3 more wins and then choked those games, he'd be 2nd or 3rd in Rookie of the Year. He'd be right there.
I think you got to give it to Bo Nix.
Yeah, probably. I think so too.
Even though Jane Daniels just put up 50, but I think you got to give it to Bo Nix.
I think so too. I mean, they've both been playing very well, but I just think Bo Nix has been hot recently. That's why. Jaden before this week was kind of.
What a great story Bo Nix is. He was the one that everyone was like, dude, what are they doing?
Yeah.
And it was like, Sean Payton's a fucking idiot. Like, first time he's ever had to draft a quarterback. Did you know that? That's the first time in Sean Payton's career he's had to draft
got
a
Drew
franchise
Brees and
quarterback.
then it was good.
Isn't that incredible?
That is crazy.
They said it last night on the broadcast. Think about how long Sean Payton's been in the league. That's his first time having to draft a franchise quarterback.
That is insane.
Isn't that nuts?
Well, Drew Brees was there forever, right? I mean,
and then he had Derek Carr, right?
Yeah.
They traded for
Oh, no,
him.
he didn't have Derek Carr.
I thought that was the tail end, his last year in New
No, he
Orleans?
was. I think he ended.
Oh, no. He went to Denver and they traded for Russ.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
it. They didn't have
He
to
got
draft.
Russ,
They traded
yeah.
for Russ. Yeah. How nuts is that, though?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Like, never having to evaluate a quarterback in a draft like that and then just getting Bo Nix and him being incredible.
He kind of just fell to them, honestly. Like, there was no one else that he could have really taken. You know what I mean? Like, it was him.
Well, dude, I mean, he could have, like,
Or
shit
Rattler.
his pants and taken Rattler.
Yeah, but I mean,
he could have got Penix.
I feel like, dude, that was like
Wasn't
the most.
Penix after them?
No, Penix was 8.
Oh, so Penix went before.
Yeah, Penix went before us.
Yeah, right.
Which is crazy. But yeah, dude, I think there was no one else he could really take. I feel like that was like the most obvious pick of the draft. Like everyone knew before the draft that Bo Nix was going to the.
But I think a lot of people were like, if they don't draft him, he's going to fall to the 2nd or 3rd round.
Yeah.
Like deep.
Yeah. Well, because no one else really needed a quarterback.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people had him rated very highly too.
Yeah, I mean,
especially when you looked at the Auburn tape, even though the Oregon
Auburn
tape
tape
was
is-
good. But dude, I mean, the one thing I'll say about Bo Nix that I think is nice, he had one pick and it was so fluke, and like one of those where it hits a wide receiver and then it's all the way up in the air and some guy just snags it. Well, the only thing that was so frustrating is you're watching that game. He's so mature with the ball. It feels like.
Yeah.
Like when Bo Nix makes a throw, I've never felt less confident that there could be a possible turnover in there. Like, I don't know. He's just like, it seems like he's very mature with the ball. Like, he knows when to throw it away. He knows when to take the shot. And if it gets turned over, it's never like a really egregious turnover. But it just feels like he's already so mature with the ball.
Yeah.
Which is why it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
So
dude,
good.
they're all good. They're literally all good.
Dude, honestly,
which is
that whole
crazy.
first round is phenomenal. I mean, Malik Neighbors is good.
Joe Alt is a dog.
What's his name on the
Marv.
On the Jaguars is unbelievable. Brian Thomas is
Yeah.
unbelievable. That whole first round is going to come down as being probably one of the better, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Olu is phenomenal.
Has he been good?
Yeah, dude, like unbelievable last game.
I thought he was going to be good. Dude, he was projected. I remember like before last season, he was projected the #1 overall pick. Like,
Dude, he's been
Yeah.
unbelievable.
yeah. Joe
He's been
Alt's
unbelievable.
insane.
And we haven't played him in one spot all year. Like, he rotates
moving
all
around.
game, dude. And he's been, like, phenomenal.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, dude, Bowers is good.
Bowers.
Marv is good. Rome is good. Yeah, this could be a generational first round.
Dude, Bowers
Low
is
key.
the best tight end ever, maybe, already. Like, literally. Like, he's literally the best tight end I think I've ever seen play football.
Well, I mean, Travis Kelce at
I
the
don't
peak
care.
was
He's better.
unbelievable.
He's better.
Already better than
He's already
Travis.
better.
Nuts.
He's already better. I also said this before he came in the league that he'd be the GOAT. He's different, dude. He's so different.
Fuck, dude. All right, I want to talk about some things that happened this weekend, other than last night, even though last night was an absolute shit show.
You want to do a little what in the world transition?
Do we have that?
We have it.
Oh, yeah, run that. I didn't know. Bum, 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 bum.
And we're back.
Welcome back to What in the World, the news segment of the morning after we talk about happening in the news this past weekend or yesterday. Josh, I want to start with Goots texted me, and he goes, yo, just found out Diana Taurasi stayed in the house that we're in last weekend. And I texted him back,
He's in it right now.
must reek.
He's in it right now.
And he was like, yeah, it smells. And I was like, I knew it. Sorry, I just had to squeak a little
That's
Diana
hilarious.
Taurasi hate in on a Monday.
That's
Or
hilarious.
Tuesday. I don't know if this is going to be a hot take. So I'm just going to preface it by saying I don't really care for the other side of the argument. What's going on, Lauren? I don't really care for the other side of the argument. So I'm just going to say what I believe, and then maybe you'll be on the other side, and will hear you out. I just don't. I know how I want to say it, but I don't know how I want to say it. Alshire should be banned from football either permanently or for multiple years. Because that hit on Trevor Lawrence, I understand football is a violent sport. It's the one sport we have that's supposed to be full violence. That's why you wear pads. That's why you wear helmets. But there's literally one designed movement to be able to protect your body and yourself if you're a quarterback, if you're a player, and that's the slide. What Alshire did to Trevor Lawrence wasn't only a dirty play, but you're messing with another person's life with a hit like that. Where one, his body's not braced for it. Two, the back of his head, which is like the one part of your head you're not supposed to hit. That's why, two, his hands always do that when he gets hit, because it's always the back of your head. That's the most vulnerable part of your skull. That's why in boxing you're not allowed to punch the back of the head, because you can do serious, serious damage. A hit like that can take years off of a person's life. And the people that are saying he slid too late, or you're taking away the ability to play defense, you're just an idiot, because he didn't slide too late. You can literally slow it down and see, one, Trevor Lawrence is slowing his speed. Two, he's starting to go down. And three, his body gets relaxed. In what world, I don't know, Alshire thought that Trevor Lawrence was going to keep that run going or could have stopped that momentum. But that was one of the dirtiest hits I've ever seen. And it's not even like, Josh, we're talking about a player that's not dirty. Alshire has a track record of being one of the dirtiest players in the NFL. He punched Roshan Johnson just this year in the face when he wasn't even on the field.
And got no flag.
Like, this guy is a career dirty player.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you want to set the precedent of protecting people, protecting their bodies, protecting their brains, which has been the problem with football for the past decade, you need to make an example out of a guy like Alshire, who does a hit like that, by the way, could have ended Trevor Lawrence's career.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it,
No,
but his hand did seize.
Yeah.
His
yeah.
right
well,
hand
he was knocked out.
seized.
I'm sure he was knocked out.
And I want to give a shout out to Evan Ingram for fucking taking Alshire's head off, because I think they should have done worse to him.
Yeah. Like, wait. And then D'Amico Ryan's after, like, essentially saying that Trevor Lawrence needs to, like, learn how to, like, tuck his head when he's sliding.
Like,
and
what the hell
that,
are
like,
you talking
that the
about?
Jaguars, like, started the fight. It's like, dude, What are you
No, Josh,
saying?
he said he didn't like the response from the team.
Yeah.
Are
Like they essentially started it.
Are you brain dead?
Yeah.
Your player could have just killed their franchise quarterback.
Yeah. $55 million laying on the field. And you think they're not going to do anything.
Completely not defending his body, by the way, too. Like Trevor Lawrence said, okay, maybe I'll get like two-handed tapped or whatever. I'm sacrificing my position, whatever it is. Dude, he took his head off.
Yeah, that was bad. Like, actually so bad. I don't think I've ever seen a hit on a slide that was worse than that. Like, that was as bad as it possibly gets. Like, shoulder to helmet, just straight into the ground.
Yeah, I agree with Lauren. Like, what do you want the Jaguars to do back? Ooh!
Yeah, just stand there.
Like, you want Evan Ingram to be like, ah, shit. Like, what? That's literally their quarterback. That's their leader. That's their franchise player. That's the player they pay the most amount of money. And you just took him out of the game, possibly this season, because you're a dirty player.
Even when it's not a dirty hit on the quarterback. Like, even when it's like it could be semi-dirty, like, the offensive line should get in their face. Like,
100%.
Like, did you see Caleb, like, get hit in the knee, like, this weekend? Like, that was 100% his fault, but, like, the entire offensive line ran over there.
Yeah, of course. Dude.
Like, it wasn't a dirty hit, but, like, it looked bad, so you run over there and you fucking defend your guy.
And I feel like you have to make an example out of a play like
Yeah.
that. You have to. Or else what is the punishment? You get fined and you get suspended for 2 weeks and then you can come back in and take out another franchise player because whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then we're going to make a whole thing about how we might bring in guardian caps and we're doing new helmets. How about you just stop the dirty plays from happening and make an example out of one player?
Yeah, I mean, he only got 3 games, so he'll be back by the end of the year.
Shout out Mike and dude, subscribe tier 1, 20 months. Wish I had 20 months of TMA.
Wow. Let's go.
Shout out Mike and dude. But dude, I mean, that was one of the most egregious things I've seen on a football field in a long time.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't know if the banning is a hot take. But when you look at Alshair's track record, too, it's not like this is a golden boy player that's never done anything wrong. He's a scumbag.
Yeah.
And I think you should treat scumbags like scumbags. If
Yeah.
you want to play like that, you're done.
I mean, dude, even if that was, like, his first time doing something, it's kind of like Vontaze Burfict, where, like, it was like every time he would get unsuspended, there was something that happened again.
Yeah,
it was like,
of course.
Also,
Of course.
who's that dude on the Broncos last year? Remember he got suspended like for like the entire year, didn't he?
Oh,
The DB.
fuck yeah, that's going to kill me.
But like, do that to him. Like, he's that bad.
Oh, I agree. Dude, it should be a multi-year ban.
I would say at least the rest of the season. It should be like regular season, he's done. 5 games. At least.
More than that, dude.
At least
More
5
than that,
games.
dude. Trevor had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, well, Trevor's out for at least 5 games, I'm sure.
I mean, give me a break, dude.
Yeah.
But we move.
Move.
Alshair should be banned from football. I genuinely believe that. I'm like, I don't know. That's just, those are the things that are going to affect Trevor later on in life that I don't think these guys realize at the time that are going to seriously affect quality of life as he gets older when you take hits like that and your brain has trauma like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Kareem Jackson.
Dude, I just want to, Kareem Jackson. Yeah, that was it.
The hit on Dobbs, yeah. That
Yeah,
was
fuck,
bad.
dude.
That was bad.
Someone brought it up in chat. It reminded me of Teddy Bridgewater when he got rocked.
Yeah.
The same
that was
thing,
bad,
dude. You
dude.
alter, like, this could alter Trevor Lawrence's career. Like, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a dad. Like, come on, man.
Come on.
Josh, you knew this was coming. You knew this was coming.
Nobody
So
goes solo.
So I'm just gonna, rip me solo here for a second.
Let's go solo here for a second.
Rip me a second for a solo here. We got don't worry, guys. I'm hooked up to a blood pressure monitor, so I'm not gonna go too out of control. I'm not gonna fly off the handle too much. Aaron Rodgers is the biggest loser in sports. I have never seen a player in all of sports. I've never seen a quarterback in the National Football League that has played for as long as he has played, been a franchise player for as long as he has been, has won the accolades that he has won, and still be the biggest prima donna, no leadership loser in my entire life. We lost that game on Sunday because of Aaron Rodgers. He misses throws, he underthrows, he overthrows, he misses targets completely. And he has the gall as a player that we sold the farm. We were like, take the pigs, take the cows, you can have a couple sheep. We want to win a Super Bowl. Let's go get Aaron Rodgers, a guy that we put in conversations with names like Tom Brady, with Patrick Mahomes. And he comes over to New York, and he has not taken a lick of accountability for how bad this team has been. He's let coaches get thrown under the bus. He's let friends get thrown under the bus. Not to mention, we also went and got his best friend, who, by the way, is as useless, is as useful as a poopy flavored lollipop. And I'm talking about Davante Adams. To get in the press conference and have somebody ask you, you know, your health hasn't been 100%, but the offense still hasn't been rolling. That's my reporter voice, by the way. That's how they all sound to me in these interviews. What's going on with the offense? Why is it rolling? And for you to say, something is on me, but there's 11 other players out there on the field, and sometimes it's... You're 40 years old. Take accountability. You're a captain of the team. You're the cornerstone of the franchise. You were telling us in the preseason we were going to win the Super Bowl. And you can't even hit Garrett Wilson on a fade route when he's wide open. And you blame the wind. You've been playing in Green Bay for 30-some-odd years. And you're telling me that now you can't play in squirrely wind? Give me a break. I've never seen a bigger loser in sports. I've never seen a bigger loser in media. And honestly, my solution, cut his ass. Release Aaron Rodgers. Start over. Release Davante Adams. Get rid of everything. He's the biggest cancer to a locker room I've ever seen in my entire life as a 40-year-old man. If you took my dad at 40 years old and put him in the Jets locker room, I'm pretty sure the boys would be riled up and ready to go. Any 40-year-old, because guess what? They're mature. I don't think people realize when Aaron Rodgers is putting blame on everybody else and not taking it himself, the rest of the offense is under 24 years old. Other than 2 O-linemen, the entire offense is under the age of 24 years old. And their leader can't even sit up there and be like, you know what, I need to be better. I'm not making throws. I need to throw these guys open. I need to be able to hit my spots. But instead it's, some of it's on me, but there's also 11 other guys out there. That's what I expect Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels to say. You're a 40-year-old multi-time MVP and Super Bowl champion that can't even take accountability for how bad you have been. It's so frustrating, dude. Like, it is so frustrating, and I want him released. Like, this is the first time that I've ever seen Jets Twitter and Jets media and the fan base genuinely be done with a team. One of my favorite accounts tweeted yesterday, I've never seen the Jets fan base give up on a team like they have this year. Dude, I haven't watched the last 3 games.
I mean, dude, they
just had a protest, because it's like, I'm not watching this shit that you're putting out in the field and then checking social media later and seeing everyone bitch about everything else that's going wrong other than the fact that we're not playing well.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers has always been kind of a dickhead, but no one really cared when he was winning. It's just now.
Well, now he's in the New York media, and I don't think
Exactly.
these guys are ready for it. And I think what happens, Josh, is because you got guys like Anthony Edwards being like, dude, Minnesota's booing us. That's fucking bullshit. Dude, welcome to an average Tuesday for the Rangers, Devils, Knicks, Jets, and Giants, dude. Welcome to the goddamn show. This is what happens when you're in a big media market. And I think Aaron Rodgers, Josh, he got to New York, and he was like, oh, my God, I'm front row in Broadway. I'm courtside at Knicks games.
In Egypt.
I'm in Egypt. I'm walking around the city, and I'm getting dinners for free. Like, New York is awesome. But then what happens when you get to New York is you still got to play ball. And when you're not playing ball, the difference between New York and a Green Bay and a Minnesota is they're going to let you hear it. And I don't think he was ready for it. I don't think he's ever had the mental to step into a media market like New York and be able to eat it the way he's had to eat it, because he doesn't.
Yeah.
Because he
from
doesn't.
Literally playing in a neighborhood in Green Bay, Wisconsin to New York City.
And then, of course, you got Geno Smith tweeting the fucking meme of the guy with the fucking over the casket. Hey, Geno. Hey, Geno, you punched somebody over not going to a charity event in the locker room. Let's not act like you were some golden boy on the Jets. You sucked fucking cock on the Jets. You had more picks than touchdowns by the end of your goddamn career. Your win-loss was like 15 more losses than wins. You sucked fucking cock. If you take your career in a vacuum of the last 3 years, you've been a pretty mediocre quarterback. Why don't you open up the rest of it and realize how fucking horrible you've been as a player your entire career? And let's rewind it to the year where you went to the playoffs with Seattle and you had to play the Niners in the first round and you got your fucking dick smashed off. Like, he also sucks. And now we got Geno Smith celebrating over our grave, dude. Like, I don't know if it gets much lower.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if it does. I really don't know if it does.
I don't know if it gets much lower. Does it get lower than Geno Smith tweeting that meme?
It doesn't.
Acting like he's the one that killed the franchise?
I think Sam Darnold would be the only way he could get lower.
But Sam Darnold would never do that. He would just be
Yeah,
like,
he wouldn't.
"Ah."
He would.
Sam,
He wouldn't.
Josh,
yeah,
are
he
you ready
wouldn't.
for this? Are you ready? Josh, I saw this. Are you, I want you to be ready for the stat I'm about to throw to you.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Mhm.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
Last year,
Mhm.
Zach Wilson averaged more yards per pass than Aaron Rodgers this year. I just want you to drink
Per
that
pass
in.
or per completion?
Per pass.
That's insane.
I just want you to drink that in.
And they couldn't throw the ball
I
last
just
year
want you to
at
drink that in.
all.
Zach Wilson, I want you to drink that in.
That's so bad.
Zach Wilson had a better QBR last year than Aaron Rodgers this year.
That's so
I just want you to
bad.
drink that in.
You guys were winning games last year too.
And now he's in Denver on a couch with Bo Nix on TikTok answering questions about women. Did you see that?
Yep, I did see that.
He looks like he's having the time of his life. He looks so happy.
He's chilling. He's chilling, dude.
Like I don't even know where you go. I actually do know where you go, Josh. You go get Justin Fields, you fuck Aaron Rodgers off, you fuck Devontae Adams off, you fuck Alan Lazard off, you fuck Jeff Ulbrich off, you fuck everybody off. Everybody's getting fucked off.
Mm-hmm.
You go get Justin Fields and you finally have a quarterback that goes, I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I'm just going to run. That's all I want.
Dude, he's the favorite.
That's all I want.
Like he's the favorite to be
Second.
the Jet
Behind Aaron
Aaron Rodgers. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers is going to be there, so he's the favorite.
I fucking hope not. I hope he benches ass. I hope Aaron Rodgers gets a little taste of his own medicine and he gets fucking benched.
You should just cut him, honestly.
I agree. Send him packing. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Sign with the Titans. Sign with whoever. You're still going to suck cock. You're 40 years old with one goddamn Achilles. I don't know why I'm saying cock so much, but it just feels strong. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like it punches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, dude, I've never been more upset with a team than the Jets right now. It's just,
Well,
yeah, let's run the triple option. Fuck it. Put Tyrod Taylor in. We'll go Braylon Allen, Breece Hall, Tyrod Taylor, triple option right down your throat. Come on. Come on.
Tyrod Taylor at 40 years old, also in the triple option.
Honest
old
prediction.
is
Will
Tyrod?
Aaron Rodgers start first game of the... No, he's not.
Next season?
No, he's
No.
not.
No chance.
We're releasing him.
No chance.
I think he's generally going to get released and benched because that's what Woody Johnson wants to do now. Quickly moving, Josh. Rivalry weekend in college football was off the charts.
Yeah, it was.
And I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Michigan-Ohio State even a rivalry anymore? When you lose to the worst roster that Michigan has had in decades, I'm talking they have not had one 40-plus yard completion this whole year.
Yeah, that's...
When you lose to that team with Will Howard, Kinshawn Judkins, Travion Henderson, Emeka Ugbuka,
Sawyer. fucking
Sawyer,
Downs. Dude, they have everybody.
is it even?
$20 million roster.
Is it even a rivalry anymore? That was the most embarrassing loss in Ohio State history.
Yeah, it has to be.
That was the most embarrassing loss in Ohio State history at home with Ryan Day, with the best college team by far in terms of how much you paid.
Yeah, money, yeah.
Is that, like, the rivalry's over? That just killed the rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, Michigan now owns Ohio State.
Yeah, and
This
then,
was the year that now, you're owned by Michigan now.
Yeah.
It's over for you.
Yeah, because this was the only... I mean, next year, Bryce Underwood's going to Michigan. So, good luck beating them then. Because Ohio State literally is probably going to have nobody coming
Nobody.
back. Like, Downs will be back, I think.
Ryan
but,
Day might get fired.
yeah, he should get fired, dude. He can't beat Tuttle. That dude sucks. That kid was talking shit in the post game press conference. Like, that has to be the worst feeling of all time if you're Ryan Day, having Tuttle out there. It's be like they should have done something about it.
Yeah, also, if you're Ohio State after you lose that game and you do more fighting after the game than during the game, that is one of the more embarrassing things I've seen in a really
Yeah.
long time.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though, like, if I were Sawyer, like, and someone went and did that after I just lost to Michigan, I'm fighting them too.
But it's like,
That's fight.
but only
you fight
because
them.
the only funny part is that they fought more after than during.
Yeah, that
Like
that
all
is
the
crazy,
Michigan
yeah.
players being like, dude, if you didn't want us to do it, beat us.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like, Ohio State could have just let them do it because Michigan's season's over. Ohio State's in the playoff. Like, they're good.
Well, also the rivalry's over. Alex F80, subscribe,
That
tier
is
1
true. The
sub.
rivalry is over.
Jets are poverty, W Mikey. Okay.
All right.
I mean, dude, the rivalry's over. Like, in my head, the rivalry's over.
I would say it's over until Ryan Day is gone because he's owned by Michigan.
Ryan Day needs to get fired almost immediately because when you're hired in Ohio State, they give you a contract that's one sentence long. And it says, fill in how much money you want to get paid and beat Michigan.
Yeah.
That's all it says in the Ohio State head coach football contract. He has lost to them, I think, more times than he's tied his shoes. And that's all it says in the contract. Beat Michigan. That's all it says.
Yep.
That's all it says. That's all it says.
He has yet to do
Beat
it,
Michigan.
right?
And he can't do it.
Yeah.
So you have to move on. If I'm an Ohio State booster and I just shelled out $20 million, you've got to go.
To lose to 6-5 Michigan.
At home. You're in your own house, dude. And also, the police officers that were macing players need to lose their jobs, too. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? They don't have weapons. They don't have knives.
They're pepper spraying. Only the Michigan players got pepper sprayed.
Yeah,
Did
like,
you
what
see
was that? Those
In
guys
Ohio
should lose their
State.
jobs 100%.
That's crazy.
100% they should lose their jobs. That was insane.
I mean, dude, to be fair, though, like, remember when Michigan and Michigan State got in that fight and that Michigan State kid got, like, fucked up in
Yeah.
the locker room? Yeah, maybe the pepper spray is fun because those guys have, like, helmets and shit, and they don't care.
yeah, but
Like, at that point,
yeah,
they
but
don't care.
the one guy that they maced was like going to help his teammate.
No, I know,
up.
yeah,
He
yeah,
wasn't
that
even
was fucked up.
pushing.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just got like sprayed.
I'm just
That was
saying, in
unbelievable.
general, though, like, after that happened, it's like that kid literally almost died, I think. Like, he got his ass beat
Yeah, I mean that was tough, but
in GTA.
those police officers should lose their jobs. And another person that should lose their job, Lauren Earmuffs. Quinn Ewers is horrendous, dude. Like, he's horrendous. Like, Quinn Ewers is bad. Is he not bad? He's bad, dude.
Yeah,
And I wrote this in my notes, Lauren Earmuffs. I wrote this in my notes. If Texas wants a chance to win the college football playoff, I genuinely believe you can't start Quinn. I genuinely believe you can't start Quinn. And I don't know if that's a hot take, but like, I would love to bet on this Texas team to win the Natty because I think that defense is phenomenal and that offense has every piece you need. Dude, he can't do it. Every big game you've watched this year where it's been close and they've almost lost, you go fucking Arkansas, Georgia, and A&M. Dude, he has looked horrendous.
Yeah.
Like, he always makes that one throw where you're like, oh, okay, all right, okay. And then it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like, horrible, dude.
Yeah. A&M's defense is really good, but
this
still.
is my point, though. You're at
Yeah.
Texas. You have every weapon in the world that
Yeah.
you could need to beat a good defense, and he can't do it.
Yeah.
And that comes down to him. That comes down to him.
It does.
He can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, if they were like, yo, and it's always he's banged up. It's been 3 years now of Quinn being banged up.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years. If they came in and were like, Arch Manning is starting in the college football playoff, I'm betting on Texas to win the Natty. Like, I genuinely do believe that. Like,
Do you think there's any chance that they
just can't-
actually do that? Like, if
No.
if Ewers like starts a game off shitty and they're down a little bit at half, they might throw him in.
Dude, I don't even know if I trust him to beat Georgia
Yeah.
in the SEC championship.
Doesn't really matter. Whoever loses that game's in either way.
No, I know, but like, I'm just saying in terms of like pride. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if I trust him to beat Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, he's just, I can't jump, dude. Jump.
Dude, did you see Marcel Reed, how he like tips the plays? Have you seen that video?
Mm-mm.
Like he has like his legs split on plays that they throw, and then his like stance is square when they're running the ball. Like
Oh, really?
every play. Like I saw like every snap of the game, and like you could just see his feet. Like it was every time it was a pass if they were split, and if he was flat footed, it was a run.
No way.
Every time.
Do you think the defense picks up on that?
100%. Because I guess that people were talking about it last week too, and he did it again this week.
Wow.
So Texas probably before every single play literally knew what. I mean, not what the exact play was, but
Yeah.
if they were passing or running, which is crazy. Like the fact that dude's tipping that is so bad.
That's actually crazy.
The fact that his
dude.
coaches didn't realize that he's doing
Yeah,
that
like,
is
bro,
insane.
Stop with the
On
feet.
tape, yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Crazy.
Could you imagine? Oh, my God.
Ben
Daniel
Roethlisberger
Jones.
used to do that. Remember, like he used to have like his one foot, like his heel up, and his heel down
Mhm.
when it was pass or run.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
my
he
God.
was
Daniel
switching it.
Jones just got released.
Did he actually?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm talking like from last
That'd be
week.
so funny.
Dude, the other thing in rivalry that was absolutely electricity is There's just nothing better than when teams scrap, especially when it's like UNC, NC State. They're just fighting for the love of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
No one actually cares.
They're not. I don't even know if they're making bowls. They're definitely not making the college football playoff. There's nothing to play for in that game. And the fact that they're scrapping after the game, that's literally just for the love of the game.
Dude, there were so many fights after
So many,
So
dude.
many fights. Even Mizzou fought, too.
Flags getting planted, dude. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing better. And I just want to say also, I was a big Nebraska fan in the beginning of the year. Them not shaking the Iowa captain's hand and then losing that game was hysterical.
Did you see that Iowa player after?
Yeah, he went and
talking about
shook Matt Rule's hand. He, like,
Well,
literally walked across the field like this and made
yeah.
him shake his hand.
In his interview, he was saying that, like, I bet they were real happy at halftime up 10-0.
Yeah.
After they didn't shake our hands, they're probably in there like, oh, my God, we're so sick. Yeah.
Like, so
They probably thought they were so sick at halftime.
So sick. But it's also unfortunate because since I was supporting Nebraska so hard early in the year, I'm not even kidding, 10+ people in my DM being like, dude, how are you going to be on our team all year and then do this to us? Because I was, like, rooting for Iowa. But I was like, dude, I had money on Iowa. I don't give a
who
fuck
cares?
about your team.
Yeah.
The minute I have money on the other side, I could give a rat's about your
it doesn't
team.
matter.
Like, literally a rat's. But I do think Nebraska's going to be very good for the next 3 years as long as Dylan Rail is there because I think he's going to figure it out. People forget he's a true freshman. He still looks good.
Yeah.
In spots.
Dude, I want to give a little shout out to Brady Cook.
I am addicted to Ole Miss.
I want to give a shout out to Brady Cook.
Yep.
Because that dude played his heart out this
Heart
weekend.
Hard.
And had the walk-off touchdown. Well, not walk-off touchdown, but scored like a minute 50 left to win the game. In his last game in Missouri, you got to love it for the kid.
Gotta love it.
You have to love it for the kid. Amazon, dude. That South Carolina game actually haunts me. We were up with like 50 seconds left and let them go win the game. We'd be in the playoff right now.
Yeah.
We would be in the playoff.
Did you see Luther Burden announce he's going to the NFL?
I did. I mean, everyone knew that. Everyone assumed that, I feel like. We suck off Brady Cook. I mean, dude, Brady Cook's been playing better than Quinn the last 3 weeks. That's for damn sure.
Also, like, Quinn hasn't gone and won a game.
Yeah.
He's almost lost the game.
Yeah. Brady went
Quinn
and
does
won
the
the
reverse.
game.
Texas will have a 14-point lead, and you go, oh, my God, he's shitting down his leg. We're up 3.
Yeah.
That's what Quinn does.
Yeah.
Brady Cook, you're like, oh, we're down 4. Like, what's going on? And then it's like, Brady Cook, oh, my God, he's driving.
To Luther.
Yeah. Oh, my God, Brady
60
Cook's
yards.
driving. Oh, my God, Brady Cook's driving.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to miss Luther, though. He's literally the best player that I've ever seen at Mizzou in any sport, so it's going to suck seeing him go, but we got some dude, we got like 3 dudes to flip.
You guys always got 3 dudes.
We got no, we got 3 guys to flip like right after he announced that he was leaving. Our quarterback that's coming next year tweeted like 1 out of shrug, like 1 out of how many, and there's been like 3 other guys that have done it. There's like
Wow.
a 5-star running back, a 4-star receiver.
You guys could be back.
Yeah, we could be back.
Could be back.
We could be back.
I know Trent's going to be so pissed when I say this because we had a conversation earlier in the year about possible MVPs, and he was like, what about Josh Allen? And I was like, dude, there's literally not a world in which Josh Allen can MVP this year. But Josh Allen is the best player in football right now, and I don't think you can even debate it. The things that he's doing on this Bills team with the weapons that he has is astronomical, dude. I can't even genuinely comprehend what it's like to roll out there with your best weapon being Khalil Shakir.
Yeah.
And doing the things that he's doing. Like, Josh Allen is single-handedly winning games for the Bills, and not just winning them, but dominating good teams with some of the worst weapons in the NFL. And I think that just shows you the skill gap between him and other quarterbacks that we want to put in that conversation. But he is incredible, dude.
Yeah, he is.
I don't
He's
think we've
having
seen a
hell of season.
quarterback with weapons like this do the things that he's doing since Cam Newton.
No, I would argue that Cam Newton.
And Cam Newton had better
He had
weapons.
Steve Smith now.
Yeah, he had better
pretty
weapons.
good.
But he is genuinely winning games by himself and dominating the best teams in the NFL while doing it with players that I think every top quarterback would be like, you know, I need some help.
Yeah, Amari Cooper. I mean, I think Shakir doesn't get as much respect as he needs. I think that he's actually like a good receiver. And Amari Cooper, I think, is the same way. I think that they're just like all slightly underrated, which I think is good for their team.
Which I think is good, but also I think if you gave Caleb Williams these weapons and Jaden Daniels these weapons and even Aaron Rodgers these weapons, they would all be like, we need more guys.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I
if
wouldn't-
Josh Allen is out here, yeah, they're running the ball, but guess what? They haven't run the ball with Josh Allen until this year. And so, yeah, running the ball works, but now Josh Allen can throw to guys like Shakir, use his legs. Like, Josh Allen, I think, is the best player in football right now. There's no debate.
Yeah, I mean, he's minus 225 to win the MVP.
Like, he is phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Saquon's also up there, but different conversation. Saquon's just unstoppable.
Best O-line in the NFL,
Yeah,
though.
but-
So it's like, but he's still got to do it. Like,
Yeah.
what Saquon and Derrick Henry are doing is phenomenal,
Yeah.
but what Josh Allen doing is, like, impressive.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
And, of course, he's in my goddamn division, dude.
Of course. Of course.
And he's not turning the ball over anymore. Shout out to Go Whale.
Yeah.
What a sharp square that was.
I don't know. Yeah. Crazy.
Do
Do you want to talk about us?
Yeah, and then I got 2 things. And then we'll move to the slate.
I could not be more happy that
Wow.
Matt Eberflus is off the Chicago Bears.
First time in franchise history, right?
First time ever firing a coach midseason. The last time the Bears needed to get an interim coach was when George Halas went and fought in World War II.
What?
He left the team to go fight in World War II. That was the last time.
That might be the most goated move of all time.
Dude, Matt Eberflus, I've never seen someone melt so badly 3 straight weeks in my entire life. Like, literally melt. Did you, I mean, I assume that you watched the last 2 games. You definitely watched one on Thanksgiving.
That Thanksgiving game, Josh, was what? Like, I actually don't know if Matt Eberflus has a brain.
Zero brain.
I
Like
actually
literally
don't know
zero
if he has a
brain.
brain.
Dude, we have Caleb Williams gets sacked. We have 31 seconds left. You can call a timeout, run a play, and then you have enough time to get the field goal unit on and kick a field
Yeah,
goal.
100%.
But he just lets it run down to 11 seconds. And with our rookie quarterback, like, dude.
The fact that you guys didn't go into overtime in that game is like one of the sorriest things I've ever seen. And then to have the gall to get in there and be like, yeah, it played out the way we
did
wanted
everything
it.
right. We did everything right. We just didn't execute. Like, is that a joke? Dude, did you see that there's supposedly Jalen Johnson after the game?
Yeah, ripped
Like,
him.
when the media left, for 10 to 15 minutes, he was just reaming out Matt Eberflus. And then Matt Eberflus just left the locker room, I guess. He, like, Jalen Johnson literally ran Matt Eberflus out of Chicago. Single-handedly. He literally said, too, like, he was on ESPN yesterday, the radio show, and Jalen was saying that, like, sometimes enough's enough. Like, you just gotta get it out, which I love, dude, because everybody in that locker room was so pissed at the game. Keenan Allen, they asked him, he was like, the players did enough to win that game. And then they asked Kyler Gordon about it. He was just like, no comment. Like, everybody was just, Jaquan Brisker was tweeting every 3 minutes about how he hated Matt Eberflus.
The we did everything right is going to go down in history as one of the worst responses to literally blowing the game and not doing your job.
Dude, I don't understand. Like, it's impossible for him to take accountability. Like, literally impossible.
But I just wonder if he genuinely in his head thinks that they made the right call there.
Yeah, he probably.
Like, do you think
I
there was
legit think he does.
Like, do you think genuinely something that I thought about while I was sitting there with my parents is I was like, I wonder if he's just watching the game and forgetting that he's the coach.
Did you see, dude? They literally kept going back from him to Caleb, and he's just standing there, no words coming out of his mouth. You would think the head coach is like trying to do something in that situation,
or like talking to an assistant coach, being like, "All right, should we call it now? Like,
Yeah.
what do we think? Like, I'm gonna
Dude,
call it right now."
when you eat a sack with 30 seconds left and you're out of field goal range, you take the timeout. You don't need guys that are 30 yards downfield running back and getting set, and not knowing
time
the play.
out in any situation
Yeah,
when there's that much time left and it's and it's ticking.
yeah, dude, it's insane.
And then the
It's
people that are like the rookie quarterback taking a 3-step drop and then wasting time and throwing the ball, he should have just threw it out of bounds. It's like, dude.
He's probably thinking, he's like, wait, dude, how do we not take that timeout?
Yeah, he's
you
probably
see
like,
Caleb-
okay, we're not taking the timeout. I guess I have to go for the win.
Caleb, that's what he did. He literally just threw that ball to the realm. He was like, we had no time. I just need to throw a deep ball. But,
Zero.
But he literally said, Caleb in his post-game press conference was literally saying, like, when you have that much time and no time, I guess we had a timeout actually, but there was no time and I said to throw the deep ball. He's like, literally like,
dude, we did everything right.
We did everything right. Dude, and the funny thing was, too, so, like, even before Caleb snapped the ball with 5 seconds left, at that time, like at the point when he snaps the ball with 5 seconds left, the game's over. Like, call the timeout before he snaps the ball and just try a 58-yard field goal. It's not like you're like breaking a record. It's a 58-yard field goal.
We did
58-yarder.
right in one of the most monumentally shit down leg moments in football.
So bad. Dude, and then the week before, the same shit.
And the sad part is you had a chance to tie the game if you call that timeout.
Yeah.
And it's not like there was like a window where like he could have called and didn't. There was 3 windows where you could have called the timeout to like save the Bears and just what like I remember sitting there just being like, oh, they're not gonna call it.
Yeah.
Or being
Wait,
like,
there's 5 seconds.
I thought maybe the clock guy made a mistake.
Yeah, no.
I was like, the clock's running. I was saying it out loud. My dad and I were saying it. I was like, the clock's running. 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 The clock is running. No timeout, dude. And then the game just ends, and you're like, there's no way that's how it ended.
Yeah, and Dan Campbell didn't even know that the game was done. He was like, there's no way that just happened, right? There's no way.
We did everything right.
He is such a clown, dude.
We did everything right.
He is such a clown.
I kind of want to get you a T-shirt that has Matt Everflu's face that says, we did everything right.
It's like, dude, it's like hard to watch. Like, I can't even watch him talk anymore.
I'm going to start saying
happy
that
I don't
in
have
like
to.
moments in my life where I've just completely dropped the ball. Just like
did everything.
Get in a massive car accident. We did everything right.
Get Belichick up and moving. Belichick ain't coming to the Bears.
Young guy.
And Belichick talks so much shit on Caleb Williams. He ain't coming to the Bears.
Yeah, you need a young guy too, I think.
Give me, dude.
Stuff.
Do you know who we're gonna get? I can tell you right now who will be the Bears coach next year. It's me, Vrabel. 100%, it's gonna be him.
Yeah, every time I full fade now, I'm gonna shout out Prospers. Every time I full fade now, I'm gonna be like, we did everything right. We did everything right. We did everything right.
I want it to be Ben Johnson so bad, but he's not going to come to the Bears.
Dude, he's coming to New York, man.
I would take Joe Brady, too, the Bills OC.
I think we release Aaron Rodgers and we go, all right, Ben, build your team.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
Woody Johnson's also a brain-dead idiot.
Maybe.
So.
But maybe Ben Johnson wants to come to Chicago where he knows he has a quarterback.
Ooh.
Because Caleb Williams was the first person.
No, you guys are obviously going to go get Cliff. It's not even a conversation.
No, we're not getting Cliff.
We're definitely getting Cliff.
We're not getting Cliff. We interviewed him for the OC job and didn't even hire him. We didn't hire him for the OC job. He's not.
Definitely getting Cliff.
No, we're not.
Definitely getting Cliff.
No. Dude, but Caleb Williams the first quarterback this year to throw for multiple touchdowns against the Lions, and he had 3. And the first quarterback to throw for multiple touchdowns against the Vikings.
Well, I'll tell you what. A note that I've written down. I think the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL. I think it's honestly the Detroit Lions, then a reasonable gap, and then teams like the Bills and the Chiefs and everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, the Detroit Lions are so good that, and I think the problem was they switched their brain off against the Bears a little bit. The Detroit Lions play football like they're beating you in a submission, and then they start having fun. Like, I've never, like, the Sonic Knuckles thing is phenomenal. They literally just pound you into the ground, and then they go, oh, you forgot we have Jameson Williams over the top that can literally run as fast as a car, and, oh, Amon-Ra is the best hands in the NFL. Like, there's not a position that they don't have a good player at, and they're just the best team in the NFL. Like, there's no team that I think is more complete than the Detroit Lions.
No, I agree. I mean, their defense is a little sketchy, dude. I don't know why. I just don't trust them. But
the only
their
problem
offense is insane, but also what they did in that Bears game was kind of embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. Like, for how bad we played in that first half, they should have been up 5 touchdowns, and they were up 16 on them.
But I think they were fooling around is what is
I mean,
the problem
one
with the
play they were
Lions.
fooling around, but, I mean, that's embarrassing, no? Like, you're fooling around, and then you let the Bears, who literally had 1 first down in the first half, come back in the game, and they should have tied it. Like, that's not good.
Well, the problem is...
And we stink.
The problem is they're definitely not winning the Super Bowl because, oh, my God, the Chiefs are just going to do it again. Like, we're just wasting our time. The Chiefs are just going to do it again. They squeak one against the Raiders. I don't know what voodoo magic the Chiefs have involved in that team, but they're just going to do it again.
Yeah.
They ruined Justin Tucker.
Yeah, dude, they should have 5 wins right now.
They ruined Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
They put a spell on him.
Yeah.
When they moved his equipment in that game where I had 2 racks on the Ravens to beat them, they literally put a spell on Justin Tucker, and he has not been the same since.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's crazy. Like, I saw a TikTok. Like, they literally showed, like, every game that they should have lost, they could have 5 wins, like, so easily.
So easily, dude.
And they have 1 loss.
So easily.
It's so crazy.
But, I mean, that's the reality. You know, you watch a team play well, and then you go, oh, here come the Chiefs. They're just going to do it again.
Yep.
So, Shout out to Detroit Lions. You guys are the best team in football. Unfortunately, still won't win the Super Bowl because, there's a team in Kansas City that does voodoo magic, and they're going to win again.
Dude, I think the Eagles are going to get there. I think the Eagles are going to beat the Lions.
Wow.
I think Saquon's just, like, that good. I think he could single-handedly bring that team to the Super Bowl.
The only problem is quarterback.
Dude, but I don't think you need him. That's the thing.
But you do, though.
You sort of need him. You sort of need him. He's been super average this year, which is, I think, what you need.
You still do. And then there's going to be a game where he has to make a play, and it's going to be, Jalen Hurts turned the ball over again. Or, Jalen Hurts overthrew a wide-open A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith is wide open for a touchdown, and Jalen Hurts threw it out of bounds. It happens every year, dude. Happens every year.
Also, one more thing.
Yeah.
On the Bears. We need to root for 277 yards a game from Caleb for the rest of the year.
Why?
Breaks the 4,000 streak.
You need that.
277.
Yeah, you need that.
That would be the greatest thing. That would be the best thing.
You just need that out of the way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you just need that out of the way.
Need that out of the way.
You just need that out of the way.
Crazy he's even like that close because he's had a couple games where he's had like 100 yards.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's just do that.
Yeah, did you see Lamar saying his mom cussed him out after the game?
yeah, that was funny.
He's like, Lamar, did you? Oh, let me put on my reporter voice. Lamar, did you see that? You think I had a couple opportunities to run the ball today? And he was like, my mom just cussed me out about that. I'm pissed.
Yeah, so that was
So
good.
we're taking the Ravens after the bye. Just so you know, they have the Giants, and he's gonna go ballistic. Last thing I want to talk about, Josh, and I'm so happy to get to talk about it. Should Mike McDaniel get fired? Should that little fucker in Miami that cares more about his hairdresser than winning big games be fired? Because, Josh, if we look at the history of Mike McDaniels and the Dolphins, other than being the most annoying guy in press conferences and just being a total prick all the time and thinking he's like literally Tom Cruise of the NFL, be fired? Because when the temperature is below 50, he's 0-8. Against top-rated teams in the NFL, I think he's 0-6. Like, he sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm calling for every coach in the NFL to get fired this year, just so there's a bigger pool for us to pick from.
Like, he
get rid of McDaniel,
sucks,
get rid of Shanahan.
You don't want Mike McDaniel in a place where it's always cold. You might go defeated.
Yeah. I don't think that's
after
his
the first
fault.
3
Those
games
are
of
just
the
player's
season.
fault. That's just a player's
Dude,
fault.
after the first 3 games of the season in Chicago, the minute that temperature goes, it's a little chilly, you guys are going to lose every game.
Yeah, that's not how it works, though. It's just like when you practice in the weather. You got to be able to practice in the weather.
Dude.
Which we will.
I think he should get fired. That little fucker in Miami that thinks he's literally in Miami Vice should get fired.
I mean, dude, he could get fired, and then, like, say Shanahan gets fired, like, they're just going to go team up somewhere, and they'll just be cracked.
I mean, go ahead, but I would love if he got fired from the Dolphins because I just think he's so annoying.
I love him, honestly.
He's so annoying.
I think he's so funny.
What do you mean?
I think he's hilarious.
He can't beat big teams, and he can't win in the cold.
But he's still funny.
2 things. He's just a total
I don't know
bot.
if it's not he can't win in the cold. It's the Dolphins can't win in the cold.
Brother, he's the head coach.
But
if
it's
they
every head
can't win,
coach.
it's on him.
I don't know.
It's on him.
I don't know.
It's on him. That means he is not preparing them.
They should fly up to Canada and practice.
Do anything.
Yeah.
Any other you think Bill Belichick wouldn't have the boys in Miami prepared to play in the fucking cold? Give me a break, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
Give me a break.
Maybe.
Tyreek Hill had to play in Kansas City for 4 or 5 years, dude.
I don't know if it's
Tell me
really-
all of a sudden he just
I would
can't
say
play in the cold?
It's the trenches that matters in the cold. Because those guys get hit every
Mike
play and they
McDaniel's
start getting worn down.
soft.
Yeah.
He's soft.
He didn't
He
come
is
from a soft
soft.
place, though.
He's soft.
Who do you think you guys are going to get at head coach?
I hope it's Shanahan. I hope he gets fired and we just get a little grubby mitts on him. Or Ben Johnson. Either one. But you know who we're going to end up hiring? Rex Ryan. And you know who Rex Ryan loves? He already came out and said it. Justin Fields. Wow. He literally was like, if I'm the Jets head coach, I'm going to get Justin Fields.
Wow.
Speaking of, should we rebuild the Jets? Because I wrote a little 1s and 2s of how I'd rebuild the Jets.
I would love to hear you rebuild the Jets. I'm going full for this one.
Let's rebuild the Jets.
Rebuild the Jets.
Okay. We're rebuilding the Jets. First step, release Aaron Rodgers. He's the biggest cancer to a locker room you've ever seen, and he's also a loser. You also release his best friend, Devontae Adams. Unfortunately, he's going to have to move the Taco Bell that's in his house in New Jersey to whatever team he goes to next. You sign Justin Fields because all I want, if we go through the list, Sam Darnold, Mike White, Joe Flacco, Josh McCown, Aaron Rodgers, Sam Darnold. We keep getting these pocket passers. No. Give me a quarterback that when he snaps the ball has no idea what he's looking at. But he can go, oh, I can run that way, and he runs that way. And he makes the game exciting, and he makes a play. We haven't had a quarterback that makes a play in 5 years.
Yeah.
And since we're already tanking, we're going to have a top 10 draft pick, I think we go ahead and we draft Kyron Lacy. Get someone with some personality in there. Get someone with some grit that doesn't mind calling someone a hoe. Because I got news for you. Garrett Wilson, great guy. Love Garrett Wilson. Hope he's in the franchise forever. I think if you called Garrett Wilson a bitch, he would just agree with you. So go get me an LSU cracked out wide receiver that doesn't mind going in the locker room, chewing some gum, being like, throw me the fucking ball. That's what we need. So you go draft Kyron Lacy. You release everybody, and then you go hire, just go get Rex Ryan. Go get Rex Ryan back. Just go bring him back. We're going to fight for the snackies. We're going to be fat as shit, and we're going to win football games. I think the 1s and 2s. And then you go get Adam Gase, and you lock him in a cage in the facility. And you make everybody walk by Adam Gase every day. Maybe spit at him. And I think that revs the Jets up. I think we're back.
I might.
I think we're back if we do that.
Yeah, the Jets are currently the 6th overall pick.
Dude.
They have their pick, right?
Huh?
That's their pick.
Yeah, it's our
That's
pick.
what I thought.
Yeah. I don't think we have next year's.
Okay.
But yeah.
Dude, everyone down here, like, you guys could get the 1st overall pick.
Does that not? I feel like that wins football games.
That wins football games. Would you, if you had the 1st overall pick, would you sign Justin Fields and then trade that pick away and get a haul? Or would you rather take a quarterback at 1? If you could have any choice at quarterback, would you rather have that or Justin Fields?
When you say true, you mean in the draft?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather have Justin Fields.
So then trade that pick. If you have the 1 pick,
No.
trade the pick.
No. Get Kyron Lacy.
At 1?
Yeah. Well, you need. I don't care where we take him. You need some of the personality that comes in the locker room and is like, oh, you guys are hoes.
But, dude, you could trade back to who needs a quarterback down there? Maybe New Orleans to they got Rattler.
And you know what?
Tennessee?
If we want, dude, Josh, if we want to reverse it, release Aaron Rodgers, start Tyrod Taylor, really tank for the number 1, and then draft Jalen Milroe. I'm all in on Jalen Milroe too.
Yeah.
Snap the ball. You don't have no idea what you're looking at, but you can run the rock.
Yeah.
I'd be in on Jalen Milroe too.
Either you wouldn't take him 1.
I'm taking Jalen Milroe 1.
So what if you had the 1 pick, you traded back to like mid 1st round, you got 3 1st-rounders and Jalen Milroe?
Nah, I feel you set the precedent, draft him 1st overall. Put the pressure on.
Okay.
Put the pressure on.
I don't hate it.
You don't like that?
But you would take Shador. For sure.
Shador would be a Jet. I don't know if I could do Shador. I don't know if I could do Shador. I actually don't know if I could do Shador. I could so do Shador. I could so do. You put me in charge of the Jets, I'll tell you one thing we'll have. We'll have a culture for the first time in a decade. Yeah. The Jets have had no culture for, it feels like, 2 decades. We haven't had a leader in the locker room. We haven't had a thing that we play for. Nothing. You get me on the Jets, we'll at least have a culture of like smash mouth football or air raid offense. We'll have something to call our own. Trent, welcome to the show.
Fellas, how we
Coming
doing?
up. How are we? How are we?
Tens.
We're saying 1980s mic. I think your mic buzzes when you touch it. People are saying.
1980s microphones.
We just got to get that figured out.
L mics.
Is yours L?
Oh, Mike's.
Can I get 10-4s, 1980 mics?
Everyone's cycling medium.
Everybody's coming after me for the Milroe Shador. I just want to say really quickly, as a Jets fan, I'm tired of the passing quarterbacks. Just give me a quarterback that can run the rock. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's literally all I want. The Cowboys hoodie is crazy.
Crazy pull, I know. I have no clothes.
Insane pull in the Cowboys hoodie.
Laundry or dry cleaning?
They said good now, Josh.
Good now?
Or no, hold on.
Hold on 1 sec, Jeff.
Now we're good. Now we're good.
When did I get this hoodie?
Mike is off. 10s now. Mike off.
Back Rizzard.
Rizzards? Are we Rizzly Rizzlards?
Now it should be good.
Trent?
Washington Wizards. The Rizzler.
Bang.
Yeah, but this is what the Jets are going to do. We're going to draft Quinn Ewers, and I'm going to stop being a fan. I will genuinely stop being a fan if we draft Quinn Ewers. Genuinely stop being a fan.
What's like the mock pick right now that you're at?
I think it's either an O lineman or
Or,
a.
like where in the
You guys are
We're
they're
sixth
the
right now.
sixth pick right now.
We went
But
from Super Bowl contention to 6th pick.
just keep losing.
I know. I agree.
there's 3 teams with 2 losses or 2 wins, and you guys have 3. There's 5 teams with 3 wins. So you just got to lose a couple more. Hopefully the Jags, the Raiders, and the Giants.
They're
win.
smart. They don't win another game.
No. Well,
But they won't.
we don't even have to try
But
because
that's the
when we
thing.
try, we
Yeah.
lose.
They'll win games that they should not win.
Yep, that's how
Coming.
it always goes. That's how it always goes.
I don't want a swaggy Jets team. I just want a team that I can get behind. That's it. That's it. That's it.
mean,
I wouldn't
like,
even mind if you draft Travis Hunter. Make him a wildcat quarterback, dude. Kid can probably throw the ball too. We just haven't even seen it.
How much do you hate Aaron Rodgers, bro? Like at first it was funny and like chirping you and shit, but now at this point, I think he's a fucking loser and I feel bad for you.
No, dude, I like actually hate him. Like no wonder his family doesn't talk to him.
No
I wouldn't
wonder.
talk to him either.
No fucking wonder.
Like he's actually the biggest piece of shit I think I've ever like. And it's funny that now that he's in New York, he finally gets in New York media, so you can't like get away from it. We're in Green Bay. It's like, oh, he's kind of a bad guy. Like he's a horrible person.
Yeah.
Like actually a horrible dude.
Yeah. Terrible locker room guy. Like
He's
the
just
worst.
like the jock that like thinks that being good at the sport makes you like cool, and he just has never grown out of that.
Yeah, that's actually so.
He's just like a piece of shit. Do you think the Browns threw that game last night? Be honest,
Dude, one thing I wanted to say about that game,
because you didn't deserve that cover. I need.
No,
I
I
deserve that cover.
did not deserve that cover.
You always get the fluke shit. I never get fluke shit, dude. The fluke shit always happens to me, where it's like, oh my god, they're at the 1. Just give it to Nick
You
Chubb, who's
had
literally
it.
one of the best running backs in the league, and he throws a pick.
You literally had the fluke shit.
I mean, yeah, we did have. He drove. He got down there, and then the PI, and then of course, no, it was what was it? It wasn't PI.
Yeah, it was a PI.
Was
At
it
the one-
PI?
At the 1.
Yeah, at the 1.
I wanted to say Bo Nix was making some throws I've never seen Caleb Williams make. That was
Welcome to
the
the
first thing
show.
I said.
Have
Welcome
you
to the
watched
show.
him play the last couple weeks?
Welcome to the show.
Who?
Caleb Williams
Yes. No, Caleb looked fucking great last game. I'll
and
say.
the Vikings game
And the Vikings game, he looked pretty good. Those
and
were
the
his two
Packers
best
game
games.
and the Packers game.
Packers game, I don't know.
He drove him down the field and they blocked the field goal for the win.
I mean,
You're not
yeah,
gonna win this.
I'm not
I just
gonna win.
want
I'm
you
not,
to
I'm not gonna argue.
Also,
I told-
I told
still
Mikey-
standing on
As
this.
someone
I
that's been
told-
trying to win this for
yeah, you'll never win.
13 weeks out, you're not gonna win.
I told Mikey Caleb Williams the only quarterback in the league to throw for multiple touchdowns against the Lions and the Vikings. No one else has done it.
That's pretty impressive.
I wonder
Dude, that
who they
fucking-
played.
That Thanksgiving game. I haven't even talked to Josh.
I
Have
mean,
you guys
yeah.
already talked about
We
it?
talked-
Yeah, we talked
go
about it a
bring it
little
back
bit.
up.
What the fuck,
Dude,
dude?
the quote of the game. We did everything right.
We did everything right.
I don't know why he wasn't fired after that.
Literally
presser.
right after. Did you hear the story about Jalen Johnson? Jalen Johnson went on a 10 to 15 minute just shit fest on Eberflus in the locker room after, just like screaming at him
What the?
and
I
cussing
mean,
him out.
I don't get how you play football your whole life and you make that mistake. It makes zero sense. to
It
me.
makes no sense.
But it's
Bumgarner
also on
Jackson, 2
Caleb
on top.
too.
Dude, it's a rookie. You call the timeout. Like, you call the timeout after 30 seconds. It doesn't matter. Like, any quarterback gets sacked there, you call the timeout.
Yeah.
That's it.
But why was Caleb fucking like, oh, taking his sweet dandy time?
He's going, is she?
Yeah.
Is she?
Calling fucking audibles when there's 7 seconds.
Dude, because he's a rookie quarterback. Like, he's never been in that situation before. That's why the head coach is responsible for that.
that shit, I was losing my mind.
I know,
I needed
same.
overtime
Same.
for multiple things, or even at least a Bears win, dude. I would have taken a Bears
Dude,
win.
they got the ball down to like the 15-yard line with Keenan Allen. And they got a hands to the face, and then next play
Dude.
sack, and we're out of field goal range.
Out of field goal.
We were literally
range.
about to score a touchdown for the win,
Literally.
and then they're out of field goal range in
You
2
can't
snaps.
make up the Bears.
You
dude.
can't make it up.
I actually can't make
They,
it up.
when I say they invent ways to lose, like I genuinely mean that. Like I've never seen teams lose like they lose
I think that was the first time ever a team had a timeout
and ran out of time.
and or ended the game with a timeout in field goal range.
Yeah, 100%.
Without kicking the field goal.
The best part
100%.
is Caleb isn't. And I don't really blame Caleb because as a rookie, you probably don't know if you have the right to call a timeout because you don't want to look like a douchebag if the coach isn't calling because maybe you're like, I don't know what's going on. But the fact that in the post conference, Caleb Williams like, yeah, I mean, when you're in that field position and time's ticking like that and you don't have a timeout, we had a timeout, but when you're in that field position, it's like, dude,
Dude.
what are we doing? He probably, you know what's funny? Caleb probably didn't even know they had a timeout because he's probably like, he would have called a timeout if we had a timeout.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
have to
probably.
win. So he's probably like, I have to win the game.
Yeah.
He probably didn't know they had a timeout left
Yeah.
because he's probably waiting for him to call it.
Also, that field goal wasn't getting made too. Like if they
Definitely
would have
not.
called the time, Cairo can't make it. His career long's 55. Like he doesn't even have the leg to get.
Yeah, but
58.
at least you just give it a
I mean,
shot.
yeah, it would have been nice to try, but yeah, that was
fucking
so disappointing.
the guy who just played the Colts. Legacy win for me. But who just played the Colts?
Goated.
Who just played the Colts? Who wants that?
Patriots.
The Patriots. Even the Patriots gave it a shot, dude. At least give it a shot.
Yeah,
Wasn't it like a 65
Yeah, theirs was like
yarder?
68 yards. It was like insane. Like bounced in the. Also, shout out JJ for trying to like chirp me. And then the Colts like win.
Yeah. I was definitely coming for chirps.
I hope they lose every game now. After that, after that, I
was
hope they
so
lose
funny.
every game. He said it, and I was like watching the games. Like, is he watching the wrong game? So I was like, we're in the red zone.
Yeah.
Like, if there's ever a chance to win this game, it's literally right now.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Anthony Richardson does it. He's goated, too. The Browns threw that game.
That was insane.
Like, I'm convinced the Browns threw that game. You can't convince me the Browns didn't throw that game.
That was just the full Jameis experience
Dude.
in 4 quarters. Like everything you need to know
Every
about him,
game.
everything you need to know about him is in that game.
That tape, you could cut that on. That could be Jameis at any point in his career. From Florida State through the Bucks, like anywhere in his career. On the Saints, that is literally the Jameis Winston experience. We were talking about it. The best part about the Jameis experience is when they snap that ball and he takes a 3-step drop and you go, oh, he's throwing the thing.
Oh my god.
And he lets it go and the camera angle has to switch and you don't know if it's going to be a butt-naked wide receiver for a touchdown or the most egregious
Yeah.
turnover of all time.
Dude, and Bo Nix was like trying to match his energy last
Yeah,
night.
they
Like,
were.
every fucking time he dropped back was longest pass I've ever seen.
We were talking about it's maybe the best draft class of all time of quarterbacks potentially.
Yeah,
we'll see.
literally. Also, I just wanted to
No
shout out
one's been
you
bad.
and I want to shout out you and Lauren real quick. I made a little 4-man for the first time in a long time. Nailed my 2 Browns players. Were you guys just like clicking buttons with Bo Nix rush yards, or like
That
what
was
was the plan there?
Completely my fault.
Because I clicked that button because you guys were like, we're putting racks on lineups, and I was like, all right,
yeah,
and I put it in mine. Were you guys just clicking buttons, or like was there?
horrible square. I actually haven't had a square more frustrating than that one in quite some time. I mean, he would step back and throw the longest fucking pass, and he would have lanes to run, and he would throw the longest fucking pass you've ever seen, dude.
Lanes to
square.
run like he's running
Shit square. There were lanes, multiple lanes.
lanes. Once you didn't get the first touchdown, I knew it was chalk.
Yeah, same. There. I mean, we didn't even have a rush attempt.
Once they were on the one and they didn't let Bo Nix at least try, it was over.
Bro, over.
I knew he wasn't getting his rush yards.
That
The
was
minute that he didn't
moose.
commit to being like, oh, we're on the one, I'm going to.
Moose.
It was over.
We didn't get a rush attempt until, well, we had a negative kneel down at halftime. That was the first one. And then the next one came with
Took a 3-yard and then he slid.
6 minutes left in like the 4th. Moose shit. Yeah, really bad. Apologies.
And I've been flexing plays, by the way, so that would have, if I just had one more green square, I would have flexed.
Why didn't you flex it?
Well, I did, but I also shit down my leg, but
Oh,
I'm
I thought
putting
you
that
said
one
you
on you
came
guys.
through.
No, I'm putting that on you guys. You guys should have at least got me one more out of the $1,000 lineup you placed. Anything crazy happen over Thanksgiving for you, sports betting wise, that you want to talk about before we surf the slate?
My whole feed is just shitting on Ohio State, which is pretty funny.
So good,
Yeah.
dude.
So
so
funny.
good.
What a fucking sell job.
Like, what?
What are you doing?
The rivalry's over. I was about to say, Dr. John, I was like, the rivalry has to be over. Like, it's not even a rivalry anymore.
Like, if Ohio State wins, like, the championship, are the fans, like, going to be hyped?
Like, I don't know. I don't know if as an Ohio State fan I can get up for a national championship after we lost to Michigan. Because I feel like that's the only game that matters. That is literally the only game that matters.
Dude, Rav has not shut up about the Chef T Lotto he cashed. He continues to bring it up.
He loves the Chef T Lotto, but won't talk about the Purdue shot he took.
Yeah, Rav.
Bageled. A
Bageled.
66-point
66.
bagel loss.
That's really bad, Rav. That was a POD.
That might be worst of all time when we talk about shots.
That's up there, yeah.
I've got it on video too. The week before,
Yeah,
I was like, "No, say that again."
Well,
I
how is
mean-
Ryan Day not fired?
I think it's gonna be an Eberflus situation. I mean, you can't fire him because you're still like you're about to
I mean,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, they're about to be in the playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're
That'd be
like,
after
insane.
this.
you're about to be a 2 seed in the playoff.
Who are they
Dude, that's the
playing?
thing. We don't know yet. Because I think Friday UNLV and Boise State is essentially winning in. Like whoever wins that game, I think is getting in.
Oh, it's not just Boise, even if they lose?
No, well, I don't think so. I don't think it would be. I would assume at the Mount. Well, because it has to be the champion. It's a champion of a non-Power 4 conference.
Damn, I didn't know that.
So I think that because like there's no other team that's ranked that can win like that's better than UNLV. You know what I mean? So if UNLV wins, they're in. Boise, obviously, if they win, they're in.
Wow.
Kind of crazy.
That'd be really upsetting if Genty didn't make the playoffs.
Ohio State will probably play them, honestly. Now they'll probably be like a 6, maybe Ohio State 7.
I don't know how it's gonna shake
Yeah,
out.
because
but I
5 will be
can't
Notre
wait,
Dame. Notre
dude.
Dame's gonna play that team.
Got me feeling
Most
nice.
likely.
Damn.
It's crazy. That game's gonna be electric.
Damn.
Boise UNLV on Friday. That game's gonna be so sick.
Yeah, that is gonna be a great.
It's a 3.5 point spread.
Are we going to the Big 12 championship?
I think you guys are. Yeah.
I think you and Ravington are.
Are you going to the SEC championship then?
No. When is that? This
This
weekend?
Same
week, all of them
weekend, yeah.
this weekend, yeah.
It's in Atlanta. I thought maybe.
No, fuck no. I'm not going
Texas, Georgia.
I've been way too on the road too much lately. I would like to just
There
watch
we
the
go.
games.
Me and Rav at AT&T.
Yeah.
Dude, it's literally the Sluts versus the Soaks again.
Iowa State's the Soaks.
No, isn't it BYU?
No,
No,
Iowa
it's
State.
Iowa State. Yeah,
It's actually such a boring game.
it is.
gonna be
Arizona State, Iowa
Scadaboo
State.
is gonna grub.
I was second option.
What?
Dude, the
You
fa-
declined the invite?
Well, you were always going,
No. Yeah, you were always going with him.
and then he said, "Do you want to come?" I said, "I can't. I have a fucking Christmas party."
I'm going
You're going to the Christmas party?
on Saturday night.
Which one?
The one you're going to.
Am I going to that?
Are you not going to
I
that?
don't know. I don't know which Christmas
Did
party.
you get texted a
thingy? Yeah. I think DeWitt's putting that.
Yeah,
on.
I got texted by
No
him.
way.
Yeah, he
Oh,
sent me that
let's go.
text, dude.
Fuck yeah.
He's like, dude, you need to go.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm
That's
gonna go.
hilarious.
When's the Big 12 game?
It's early in the day.
Oh,
11
fuck yeah,
a.m..
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
it's 11 a.m. and then your thing
Early.
is at 10 p.m.
Oh shit.
He was like, that's why we put it at 10 p.m. because I was like, I think I'm going to the Big 12.
Oh, got you.
Trent's
Wow.
like, fuck, dude. I'm not invited. God damn, I didn't want to see Mike there.
No, that's not true.
But yeah, I think I'm going to that.
Word.
Is that he said they do it every year?
I don't know anything about it. I just know that I'm supposed to be somewhere on Saturday
With an ugly sweater.
with an ugly sweater.
Yeah, not gonna leak location, but I'm going to that.
I need an ugly sweater.
I'm going.
I'll be there. In case you were wondering. Wow, Iowa State, that's a junk game.
That might be the worst game of the entire weekend.
And
I
Rav,
would
want
rather
you to know
watch
I'm gonna do
Miami
it
of
with-
Ohio.
I'm gonna do it with Rav. I'm gonna root for Arizona State. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But that is, if it was BYU, that's Iowa State. That's horrible.
Dude, they're -2. The fact that Arizona State's about to get in the playoffs, beyond.
I mean, it'll be electric, dude. Damn, we're gonna have to get there earls, dude.
Oh yeah.
Texas live at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Did anything else happen? Like betting wise, that you
What happened?
crack some shit?
I mean, I had that legacy day on Thanksgiving, which
Yeah.
was fucking nuts.
I mean, yeah, dude. What the fuck?
nuts. I was clicking buttons and they were all turning green, bro. It was
I've
insane.
never done that.
It
No.
was insane.
Other than the Kyron Lacey touchdown.
That was sharp. That was sharp.
They had the sickest celly of all time.
text Trent, and I was just like, Kyron Lacey scoring a touchdown.
Yeah. And then of course Tez also scored.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Trent was like, I need to find a pair, and I was like, maybe Tez, but I don't love that one.
Yeah,
Tez scored.
Take his yards.
Didn't get his yards.
Didn't hit his yards.
Neither of them hit their yards,
Lazy
but they both
fantasy.
scored.
Lacy Fantasy didn't hit.
They both scored, but didn't
Lazy
hit their yards.
fantasy
It's
didn't
insane.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving kind of banged me out. I took all the dogs and went 1 and 2. That sucked. Giants should have covered, dude.
Dude, Drew Lock just
Dude,
not it anymore.
The NFL has to be having, or sorry, the sports books have to be having their worst NFL season of all time this year.
Has to.
Has to.
Has to.
Dude, this past Sunday was so easy. Every fucking game. The only one
I hit a
that,
parlay. That's how you know it was easy.
I should have
Holy
fucking hit
shit.
one. The only one that had me in a whirlwind was the fucking Bengals
Yeah.
game. That
Yeah.
I fucked up. But Rams was easy. What else? Bucks, fucking Eagles at plus chick. We're always winning that game. The Ravens are so moose. So
yeah,
moose.
dude. I took the over in that game, and I thought it was free. And it's like the Ravens, just like every time that I bet on the Ravens, I just forget how to play football.
Yeah, for real.
I just don't
They're
understand.
not a serious like unit.
No, they're not.
Like
It's like, oh, the game is big. We're just gonna shit down our leg.
yeah.
That's literally what they do. It feels like the
Yes.
Ravens are like, all right, this game is massive. How can we lose in the most egregious way possible
Yeah.
and just look horrible?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna play the Giants and be like, all right, we're back in because they're gonna win by like 40.
Yeah.
It's literally what they do, dude.
Every time. This Thursday though, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah. What are you
It's gonna
thinking
be a
about?
good game.
Massive game. Fucking massive. Real quick, what's the weather like in Chicago these days? Is it gonna be?
It's chilly.
It's gonna be fucking.
It was snowing
It was
this weekend.
it was
in some
snowing.
spots.
It was snowing a little bit, but it was like I don't know, 30, 40.
That's a little scary
Why?
because Goff plays the Bears in Soldier
Oh,
Field
yeah.
in like 3 weeks.
Me and Dave are gallant.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's gonna be electric.
Packers Lions.
It's gonna be a good ass game.
I need the Packers to win so fucking
Do you
bad.
actually? Oh yeah, I
Yes.
guess you do. Yeah.
Just give me one win or one loss. I'm begging. The
I don't
Bears had
think-
it.
I don't think Dan Campbell would sit the starters against a divisional.
I don't even
rival.
want to have to fucking
Think
think
about
about
it,
it any
yeah.
longer.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't think he would though. It's Dan Campbell. He might play them more.
The total in this game tells me that the Packers have a chance of winning.
They definitely
51, they have a good chance of winning this game.
Definitely do. It's a
'Cause I don't think
short
the
line.
Lions' defense is very good.
No,
I think
What's
they're
that
super
line?
overrated.
So injured.
3.5. Lions minus 3.5.
Yeah.
I think that's like
In
that's a
Green
pick 'em
Bay?
essentially.
No.
No, in Detroit.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I'm so taking the points.
yeah, it's gonna be a sick
Yeah,
game.
you have
That's gonna be a
to.
good game.
Although I've been moo shit prime time.
Dude,
It's
they
like I
need
tail
to-
Trent and we lose, and then I don't fade him, but I'm on the other side and I lose.
Were you on the Ravens? Or were you on the Bills
For
Sunday night?
I was on the Bills. I didn't tweet the Bills. I was on Josh Allen to rush one in, but I did
That
take
was
the Bills.
fucking maw.
Dude, they need to get rid of the division winner gets an auto spot in the playoff. Because like the
Why?
Seahawks are 7-5 and they're the 3 seed right now.
Yeah, that's stupid. But almost I
Like-
love that because Geno Smith's gonna get his back blown out.
Yeah, but like you have Washington at the 7 seed, they're 8-5. You have Green Bay 9-3 at the 6 seed, and you have Minnesota at the 5 seed 10-2, and they're 2 spots below them. They're
Mhm.
7-5.
Mm-hmm.
So down. And the Falcons are 6-6, and they're above them. They're 4 seed.
Do you guys want to serve some slate? Can I actually run you through the conference championships in college football trend, and you tell me who you take?
Sure.
I would love to do this actually.
Yeah.
Well, Boise's now -4 against UNLV on Friday.
I'll take Boise.
I think I'm gonna take Boise as well. All right, the big ones: Iowa State, Arizona State,
Arizona State.
Georgia, Texas. Georgia's +2.5. Texas
Literally-
-2.5.
Fuck that game. Come back to me on that.
Marshall, Louisiana.
You're telling me one of those teams is in the playoff?
No,
Oh.
just conference championship.
She.
We got 2 more good ones after that. Marshall's +5.5.
Yeah, give me Marshall. Fuck it.
People forget Javon
think
was like,
Louisiana
Marshall's
might
one of
be
the
in
worst
New-
teams in
Really?
football.
No, Marshall is so bad, dude.
No, but then of course they like make their
Yeah.
conference championship.
No, Louisiana. Dude, Louisiana's kind of a wagon.
Actually, yeah, I'm not. I'm off of Marshall.
Remember we saw, was that
Off
Marshall that we
Marshall?
saw last year
Yes,
against
yes,
UTSA? That was the
yeah.
worst game of football I've ever seen in my
Yes.
entire
Yeah,
life.
I would
Is
never.
what's
go to
his
that.
name still quarterback?
that
Chad
Uh,
Pennington's son. Yeah, Cole Pennington. No.
Oh my-
No, it
no,
was
it started with an H. or that.
McCown.
No, was that his name?
I don't know.
Whoever played in the bowl game last year was the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
For
All right,
Marshall.
give me the Cajuns. That's a
Yeah.
great bozo pack.
All right, Cajuns. Penn State, Oregon. Oregon's -3.5.
Give me Oregon,
Yeah, dude, this is a big game for Penn State. They
bro.
don't
This
win these.
screams bozo pack central all
They
day.
don't win these, dude.
I love the over.
Is this a big game for Penn State?
Shelly said
This is
no.
a big game for Penn State.
Shelly said it's not.
You could make the,
the
argument
Big Ten
it's not because-
championship isn't a big
But
game.
you could honestly make the argument it's not because Oregon's not a Big Ten powerhouse that like owns them historically. So you could be like,
I mean, they are undefeated in the Big Ten this
maybe
year.
I'll flip. Maybe it's Penn State, not a big game.
You do have Penn State in the national championship. People forget that.
I sprinkled on them to win the nat. I took 2. Do you want to hear my 2 futures that I placed? I mean, I'm going to talk about them on the coin toss, but I don't mind talking about it here. I took 2 futures to win the college football national championship. Can you guess?
I know I can.
I put
Well, Penn
50 on
State-
one and 100 on the other.
Penn State,
Yeah.
SMU.
No, I put 50 on Penn State because I think they're just going to be there. Just like how in the Big Ten championship, I think things are going to fall in place and somehow Penn State's going to be in the national championship.
Oh, Boise.
That's just how I think. No.
It's not one.
Why
You
even
took one of
bother
the good teams.
with like those teams?
What?
I said, why even bother like, putting Boise or like SMU?
You shouldn't.
Dude, SMU,
They're not winning.
they could. Their offense could beat anybody. Just
No, their offense
get
could
lucky.
beat anybody. I put 100 on Oregon. It's just that game. I think the winner of
So
that
just
game
pull
wins.
that.
I think the winner of that game wins the Natty. Like I
Okay.
just think they do. I don't know, dude. It's a perfect narrative. I have 100 on Oregon. If Penn State beats them, now they come into the college football playoff revved up and ready to go. If Penn State wins, now we're revved up, ready to go. We just beat Oregon.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Both of them are losing in the first round. Clemson is +2.5 to SMU.
Give me SMU.
Wow.
I've taken every favorite. So
Yeah, you
far.
haven't taken a single dog. Haven't taken. Oh, well, we'll come back.
You'll take Georgia.
Georgia, Texas.
I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't. I
Just
can't.
like, what is your brand? Like,
I
what does the
literally
gut
don't
say
even
right
have a
now?
lean,
It
bro.
could change. It could change. It
I
could change.
fucking hate both teams so much.
It could change. It could change.
Let me look at it with the eyeballs.
Yeah, get the eyeballs on it and see what the finger wants to click.
Where is this game?
This game is
Georgia.
in Georgia. It's in Atlanta.
That's where we went last year for the Bama
But
game.
not. It's not at Georgia. is
No,
it?
it's in Atlanta.
I mean, fuck, dude. I'd have to go with Texas. Yeah.
Just every fave. I mean, let's see if the favorites keep going. Ohio versus Miami of Ohio, the MAC.
Ohio versus Miami, Ohio.
Miami, Ohio is -2.5. Just
In
click-
Ohio.
Just click that.
I don't know where it is.
Just click that -135.
Yeah, give me that. -140.
Tulane Army.
Tulane -6.
Tulane.
Wow. Western Kentucky, Jacksonville State. I'm not even gonna tell you the spread. I mean, you might have it up.
I don't.
Western
give me-
Kentucky.
Wait, who they play?
Jacksonville State.
Western Kentucky.
Wow.
Dog. We got a dog.
No.
Plus 4.5.
We got the dog. We got the dog. We got the dog. So what do you like? What do you bet on a Tuesday, Trent? Because like obviously, the goat whale is rather important, and we're coming up on Thursday, so I know that's on the top of your mind. Have you been tapped in on NBA? I feel like you're tapped in on the NBA in spots. I know you don't bet college basketball, so before we get to college basketball, do you like anything in the NBA today? You know what I don't? I don't like betting sides in the NBA. I just like betting props.
I love props and money lines.
So we can do some prize picks. Wow, there's a lot of NBA games on, so we can literally get as dirty as we want in prize picks.
How fucking moose shit is hockey these days, bro? Do you even care about it?
I just watch the Devils games, and then if they win, I splooge. If they lose, I just chalk it up.
It's just like kind of sad, bro.
Did you see we still own the Rangers?
Igor is fucking terrible.
Terrible. Whenever the Devils have to go into the Garden, for whatever reason, they become like prime Penguins.
Yeah.
And just like everybody busts. Yeah, dude, I can't bet on hockey right now.
I
It's
just like
incapable of betting on it. I
Like-
can't do it.
on prize picks too. I just don't even know how you do it, man. Fucking Welta hit like 2 6-mans last night.
What?
Yeah. On hockey.
Give me a break.
I know.
Was it Aho?
How do we not take the Pistons +3 against the Bucks? That line is so short.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the Pistons. What a weird spread that is.
There's got to be people out now.
It's moving down, bro.
Maxi points if he's in against the Hornets is a mega. Why are the Knicks
Oh,
only -4.5?
Giannis is a game time decision.
GTD.
That is wrong. That is wrong.
Ja against Dallas, that reeks.
Oh, this is the NBA Cup.
Oh, I don't really fuck with the NBA Cup, actually. I don't even know how to bet it because I feel like I don't know if certain teams care. I know the Knicks want to win it because Josh Hart wants a new watch.
I like betting on young teams in that.
So do what he said. Jalen Brunson was like, I want to win so that the guys at the end of the bench get bonuses. And then they asked Josh Hart about what Jalen Brunson said, and he was like, no, I want to win because I want to watch. The new AP just dropped. Okay. All right.
It's a nice little $500,000 they get.
Choose in the locker room. He said Greek Freak is expected to play.
In locker room.
Choose literally in the locker room.
Wow.
I just checked. All right, before we go to prize picks, let me run through the college basketball board really quick. I didn't do a lot of lab work on college basketball. Wow, Cincinnati, Villanova. That's a nuts game. Tentatively, I like Cincinnati, but I need to look at the matchup a little bit further just because Villanova's that bad this year, and I think they're going to fire their head coach.
That spread is odd.
Yeah,
for
I
how
agree.
bad Villanova is.
I feel like Villanova's been in some short spots this year and lost
Yeah,
outright, though, a
yeah.
couple times. So I wouldn't be too worried
They are
about
still
it.
Villanova.
Yeah. Arkansas -5 against Miami. Miami is just not good this year. Maybe that over, but I like Arkansas -5. You guys are -9.5 to California.
I know, it's kind of
Josh.
crazy. Kind of crazy. Also,
Jeez.
Caleb Grill, who was like our best scorer, just like broke his neck or his back or something last game, which is terrible. But
And his pussy and his crack.
Yeah, we actually look a lot better than I thought we were. So, who knows?
South Carolina,
I wouldn't take us.
I like South Carolina. You wouldn't take it?
It's a lot of points, dude.
I love High Point against UNC Greensboro. High Point is always like a sneak wagon in the mid-majors. Syracuse, Tennessee. Dude, I don't know how many times they're going to give me Syracuse with massive spreads. Just take the 19 points. Literally anything can happen with 19 points in your pocket. Just take the 19 points, and if they get blown out, you chalk it to the game. Like, if you're not putting a quarter of a unit or a half unit on Syracuse plus 19.5 and having 19 points in your pocket, I don't understand what you're doing. And if they get blown out, you go, okay, that was a bad bet, chalk to the game, but I had 19 in my pocket. Wow, I forgot we played BYU today.
Oh, no. Oh, no. And they're minus 6.5.
In our own house, dude.
The Big 12, Big East battle.
Honestly, I would take BYU, dude. We're so bad. We are so bad. We are so, so bad, and we've never been a team to beg the fans to show up. They are begging fans to show up to this game. Like, the one bar in Providence is doing a promotion before the games, like beers are cut in half or something like the price. Like, they're pulling out all the stops. And we probably still lose to BYU.
BYU's not a bad team, though.
No, they're good. That's what I'm saying. We're going to get cooked.
Yeah, and they're known for scoring, correct?
Yeah,
they play pretty fast.
We will literally, I guarantee you, I'm going to put the over-under at 6.5 minute scoring drought in this game. We will have one more than 6.5 minute. I'm definitely taking Michigan plus 3.5 against Wisconsin. I don't care how weird that line is. Just take the better team. And I'm taking the Ole Miss Louisville over for a max.
Okay.
Wake plus 8 could be a really good look. LSU blows out Florida State. These are just tentatives. Kentucky's definitely beating Clemson. They're coming back down to earth. And Kentucky's really good. I actually like this board. I'm going to get deep in this board after the show. All right, should we go to Prize Picks?
So much action on the hardwood.
So much action on the hardwood.
No,
what do you think about St. Joe's?
I didn't see that game.
They're playing Princeton. They're minus 5.5.
All the way at the bottom?
They're at 6 p.m.
I don't hate them beating.
I kind of love
Princeton,
St. Joe's.
Princeton has a kid that averages like 25, though, so I'd be careful. Xavier Lee, I think his name is. He's actually
14.
fucking goated.
They're just 14.8.
Chat, why are you on my fucking ass, bro?
What'd you do?
What'd you do?
Nothing. They're just coming for my neck.
All right, let's get in. What is the prediction that Chote just put up?
I've got a double bagel alert.
No. What is the double? You know what's funny? I just have to say this. I feel like we're always like, dude, he's a red out guy.
I know.
But then we're like, dude, it's a red out chart. Do you know how a red out chart happens?
I know. Dude.
Like, I feel like sometimes you forget that they played those 5 games and it's not just like spawning red. It's like he can still suck. But what is it?
Gary Trent Jr. threes.
I love that.
I love
I fucking love that. He's fucking goated. He's actually goated. I love that. Holy fuck, I love that.
That could be me and my dog.
I actually love that red out chart.
Double bagel he didn't hit 1 in 2 games.
I love that red out chart. That's just you getting in your bag, dude.
Double fucking bagel.
Wow, I actually love that, dude.
Adam's got whales. You like that one? I know you love double bagels. But yeah, it's honestly, especially if the Bucs are having dudes out.
No, I'm in.
Yeah, that's got to be in our.
No, I love that. Wow. I actually love that out of you.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be that sharp.
God damn, dude. This early you're in your bag
This
already,
early and in
dude?
Duff.
What the fuck? We haven't seen you been in your bag this deep this early in forever, dude. I'm going to go. Damn, I don't want to fumble now because I feel like you just fed green.
Yeah,
Fuck, I'm nervous now, dude. Why am I nervous?
There's some good late night games.
I
kind of want to take this kid on Kentucky that transferred from Oklahoma, Otega Owe against Clemson.
Okay.
He's just like a dog, but I also don't trust it now. I don't know. You got me freaking out.
How do we not take?
Dude, Gary Trent has 2 or more threes in 7 straight games against the Pistons.
Oh, let's get
Bucks.
I mean, I love
Pistons,
it.
sorry.
Yeah,
I love it, dude.
Dude, Let's take Luka PRA, 45.5. He's going against the Grizzlies tonight. They're at home. It's the highest total on the board.
It's probably Maul.
The spread's not even that big. It's 4. I feel like he just busts.
It's probably
Is this
Maul.
his second game back?
His second, yeah. He played the first.
Luka, Gary.
Can I put a Providence guy in, or should I find a different one?
Do you like
I
it?
just want whatever's fucking green.
I think
If it's
Jaden
Pierre.
PRA. What? Do you not like Jaden Pierre?
I clicked on CBB and see the most pop play is
But
Jaden
it's not his
Pierre.
points. It's PRA. It's his PRA, dude. He's all we've got. He's literally all we've got in a big game.
Dude, if you swear by it, like
In a big game at home, I wish they had his threes up. I would freaking wail his threes.
it's like SGA, bro. I don't lose with him. If you don't lose at this. Speaking of SGA, what's his points at?
Oh, let me just.
Dude,
The
I might
spread
have-
is too big for me to take it today. 31, yeah, I'm not taking that.
I might have a little donk on.
Dude,
Mizzou
Jaden
kid.
Pierre's threes is demon 3.5. Holy ma
What do you have a
and
donk
pa.
on?
The Mizzou game. So Mizzou's best shooter, Caleb
We're
Grill, just
going-
got hurt last game, and Tamar Bates has been rat shit the last 3 games, and he's our other shooter. I feel like he's the guy that steps up tonight and goes insane, and his points are only 13.5.
I did the 3-piece Jaden Pierre, PRA, Luca PRA, and Gary Trent threes. But I don't hate Tamar Bates. What is Shea's points? Do you like that or no?
Who?
Shea.
No, we're not taking that.
Not tonight?
It's a 15-point spread. Fuck that. Give me a competitive game. He'll go over every time.
Tough, dude.
I think the past week I took him every game. Let me look at his chart, bro. He went over every game. Every game. He never lets me down.
Click that button. I feel so good about it.
Feels so good. He's actually so good.
32, 36, 35, 37.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
Why is he so good?
So fucking good.
Like, I actually don't understand how he's this good. And Kentucky still doesn't have a national championship.
Yeah, every Kentucky player is good in the NBA, it seems like.
Like
Literally every single
but they
one.
can't win natties.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
insane.
I've never seen.
Well, because they're only there
anything
for
like it.
1 year. It's like they only have one chance.
Yeah, that's true too. All right, do you like anything else, Trent, or is that all? Is that it?
I'll stick with Gary Trent. Are we making it 3 guys here?
Yeah, I did Jaden Pierre PRA, but
All
I
right.
understand if you leave it out.
Pierre Paul PRA,
Yeah, Pierre Paul.
and then
Jason
Luka,
Pierre Paul PRA,
Luca PRA.
and then Luca PRA from.
and Gary Trent threes. That's actually so green.
That is unbelievably green. Actually, I feel like. That is unbelievably green. Wow, I woke up this morning and I was like, God, not a lot of texts this morning. And I now have 45. Work is so back. Fuck.
I did miss being here.
Really?
I was like, fuck, dude, I just need to get back in my element and fucking nuke some shit.
Chopping
It
with
was
Manny.
it was nice being home and like by the beach and shit, but
Yeah, that's fucking goated, dude. What?
oh, I gave my mom her fucking car.
Are we announcing
Totally.
that?
Yeah, I
thought
mean,
we
the
weren't
whole
announcing
the
it.
chatter knew. But
Oh yeah, dude.
but that
That's
was
why I didn't
fucking-
ask about it.
that was
I
awesome.
didn't know if we were waiting for the video.
No, video's coming out I think next week.
I
but
saw the sneak peek, dude. What a moment.
insane. She had no fucking idea, and
You could tell.
I know. It was a very rewarding feeling. for
Yeah, how
sure.
did that feel? What was that like? I feel like that's every kid's dream,
It was fucking awesome.
is
It
to
was
be able to like pay back something like
yeah,
that.
especially my mom and parents who have given me so much support throughout the years.
Yeah, 100%.
It was awesome, and the car is insane.
Yeah, it looks sick, dude.
Insane.
With the Harry Potter.
That fucking Harry
with the
Potter
Harry
thing.
Potters.
To like turn the volume up, you just got to use your finger and like in front of the fucking screen and go like that. The cup holders are like temperature.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
yeah.
nice.
Are you
Make
kidding?
it hot or cold.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
What?
Insane, dude. It's literally a spaceship.
Dude, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, low-key, chat did help with that.
They did?
Yeah, Chad W's.
Without chat.
Murphy Chad.
Dude, no, that was sick. Your aunt was going nuts.
Oh, my aunt was fucking tweaking harder than my mom.
But you know what's funny? I feel like that's what would happen if I did it with my mom. Like, I know her one sister would have just been, like, uncontrollable.
Yeah.
But my mom would be like, what? What?
My mom was like, that's not for me. No. I'm like, yeah, it fucking is.
Has she driven it yet?
Oh yeah, she's obsessed with it.
Does she like it?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
And she was, and like in the intro, I was like, I always told my mom I was gonna buy her a Range Rover, but I know she doesn't want that anymore. 10 years ago, she always said she wanted a Range Rover, and I know that's not what she wants. And then the first thing she says when she got the car was like, I'm just so glad it's not a Range Rover.
I know what she wants now. The Batmobile. You literally got the Batmobile. The fucking I didn't know they made cup holders with temperature control.
That's
That's
so
sick, dude.
I did not either.
The amount of mornings I would like my coffee to like stay warm.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
No, it's
Dude, or just like you got like a water sitting in there for
Yeah.
a while. That's a
Yeah,
little
keep
warm.
it cool,
Yeah.
dude.
You just
Fuck.
put it in a fridge.
That's actually goated, dude. Well, congrats, dude.
Thank
That's
you.
a big
Thank
moment.
you.
That's a big moment. Congrats to you and your family.
Super
That's a
hype,
huge
super
moment.
hype.
It's a huge moment.
I know Josh had an insane moment.
I
don't
know,
dude.
dude.
We talking about that?
We
Yeah, we
talked about it.
congratsed him.
No
We
way,
talked about
chat.
it.
You guys already knew?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
told him.
That was probably the sickest thing I saw from the weekend.
So sick.
Yeah.
Unbelievably
Excited.
sick.
Had
I mean, I
no
told all you
idea.
guys I was doing it, but no one knew that it was going to happen during that break.
Dude, that was a fucking rock.
I know. I was about to say,
Yeah.
low key
Fuck.
rock.
I was like, I do not want to show that to Katie. I do not need to show her this video. And then she texts me. She's like, "Oh my god, why didn't you tell me? I just saw the story."
You're sitting there like,
I was like, "Oh yeah, we meant to tell you about that."
Yeah, I forgot
I
about
was
it.
just like really hyped for him. Just totally forgot to show you that. Really cool moment though. So, what are you doing tonight?
Wow.
Thanks, LMNG.
Let's
fucking
go,
awesome.
dude. I
How'd
mean,
you-
yeah.
Where
it's
were you?
We were at one of our family friends' restaurants. They like
Here?
gave us in Chicago.
Oh.
They gave us like a little back room, little private area. It was
Do
nice.
you have any idea?
No idea.
None.
Zero idea. Like we were going to this restaurant. We were like supposed to be like the plan. Like we lied and we were like we're leaving Chicago. We're coming back yesterday, like back to Dallas. And she was like, I don't even want to dress up and like go to the restaurant. Like I just because we're getting on the plane after.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have to dress up.
Yeah.
Like you literally have to because like I was like the restaurant's too nice not to dress up.
Yeah.
That was like the excuse. And
Yeah.
then we were like, surprise, we're not going home. We like packed all of our shit up too. It was all in the car. It was so funny. She literally had no
That's
idea.
funny. Yeah, we had to like make sure my mom was like dressed up nice.
Yeah.
Because I know she'd be so pissed
If-
in this
yeah.
video if she was like in chill clothes.
LMNG, it's Valley Lodge in Glenview.
That's a mega
Shout out.
W.
No, you just dropped location.
He said, what restaurant?
We're gonna have to put a plaque.
It's not like
there
we're
now.
still there.
We're gonna have to put a plaque there now.
No, that's fucking hype, bro.
Thank you.
No, it's so sick, dude. Probably.
What I mean, surely you don't have any idea when, like.
Oh, no, not yet.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit works.
You're not invited.
Yeah, you're not invited.
We already went through the whole list. You're not invited. I'm sorry.
Is she gonna
It's
have like,
either we're gonna have like a mini wedding with like nobody there, or it's gonna be a wedding with 400 people.
Yeah.
That's literally.
I mean,
there's
I feel
no
like-
in between.
I feel like you go into it being like, yeah, we're gonna have a small wedding, and then you start going, I mean, you
And
can't
she
leave
has
them out. You can't
20
leave them out.
bridesmaids
can't
and
leave
you got a
them out.
match?
Dude, I have 15 aunts and uncles, and they all have multiple kids. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
gonna be
oh,
a 400
man.
person.
like
wedding,
it's
but-
massive.
It's gonna be a 400 person wedding.
Krabs is so next for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might be the last. I might be dead last in the voting now. If we put up a poll,
Dave's probably next.
you know what's fucked though? You're in a spot now where if you go to that wedding or you see the ring, everything is now futurized.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we should do this for ours.
Yep.
Yeah, one of my buddies
We
like
should do
pissed
that
off
for
at me.
ours.
One of my friends from high school has been dating his girlfriend since like 7th grade, and he was so rattled. He's like, dude,
It's like,
nah,
what the
you
fuck?
put me on the club.
Also 7th grade. How is he not already?
I know, yeah,
Like
it's
you're
crazy.
good, bro. We got sluts coming on Saturday.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
Per goods.
Dude, do you think Rav is flying out his thing?
That's a great question.
I was
Dude,
talking to my
he
buddy
was
last night.
showing
He was
me-
like, "You think you're going to the game?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Do you think he's gonna fly out?"
There
for
he
what's her
is.
name?" And I was like,
He's in
He's a
jail.
jet.
Dude, he was showing me some fucking prospects.
"Dude, but he might fly out the
Shit.
thing."
Yeah, no, I mean.
Wished
he
her a
showed-
happy birthday on Snap. I don't know if anyone else saw that.
I did not see
That's
that.
great. I didn't see that.
Wish her a happy birthday on Snap. Don't know if anyone else saw that.
Chote, bro, that was not an actual invite to my wedding, bro, or your wedding. He sent me a picture of a name tag
I
at
know,
his
that was
wedding.
so good.
Said Trent, and it made me feel like a piece of shit. I didn't go.
Also, dude, Chote, why didn't we all get the invite? You fuck.
Yeah,
No,
what?
but it was not real. He had a friend named Trent.
And Rav goes, "It's complicated. They're dating."
Yeah.
That's how you know you're dating before it starts. Is you're like, it's like complicated. We like wish each other post each other, but it's just, you're dating.
Yeah.
I mean, long distance is moose.
And she'll be out here, so.
How many times do you
guarantee
think he said, "Man, I wish you were here"?
Oh my God, the FaceTimes? Just like, wish you were here now. Or she said it to him, and he's like, I know. You're dating, Rev. You're dating. And I guarantee you, as the week goes, it's going to be like, oh, I don't know what her plans is. By Thursday, it's going to be like, yeah, she's flying in at this point. I'm picking her up at the airport. She's staying here.
Yeah.
I just, you know it, dude. You know it.
Rev.
You know it, dude. You know it. You know it.
Rav,
Silent.
Rav is going through Chelly Eargirl Gray Hyundai phase right now.
Yeah, this house has that effect, dude. Shelly might be next.
Yeah.
Low key.
W Chewy bookmarks.
Dude. Chew, we got to talk about that, bro.
Yeah, that was
You got to unbookmark the Lauren vid.
insane.
5 fucking LC bookmarks.
You got to unbookmark the Lauren shit.
Like that. That was one of the craziest things.
She's here back-to-back weekends, but not staying here this weekend. But you're going to see her.
She's staying here next weekend?
No, but you're going to see her.
Is she staying here next weekend?
If Rav thinks she's going to be in Dallas this weekend and is like, yeah, but she's not staying here, and he thinks he's not seeing her, we might have to have a conversation with Rav. Might have to sit Rav down and have a
Thoughts
conversation.
on Rav?
Potentially. He said potentially the next weekend.
Thoughts on John Gruden totally stealing Rav's?
Like, without a shadow of a doubt, stole it.
You think he actually stole it?
Wait, stole what?
I don't actually think so, but I think it's a good bit to be like, he stole it.
He gets him nicey?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? No, he's
'Cause
been
I
saying
think-
that forever.
Yeah, because I
Has
think
he been
Gruden
saying that
actually
for-
has been saying that for
He has
a
been saying
long
that.
time.
I've never heard him say it.
Makes me feel nicey.
He's been saying that for a long
Shit
time,
is
I'm pretty
so
sure. yeah.
funny, bro. And Rav was getting so mad.
And I think it has to do with Chucky. That's why Chucky's
That's why
on the
the
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah. But he definitely stole it. I'm back into he definitely stole it. Now Rav's saying the other one, dude. No way Rav's trying to slay with being in town, dude. Better hope she's not listening, dude.
It's like the fruity fruit.
No,
Nothing hit?
Chelly or Rav absolutely bodied Chelly last night. It was so funny
Why?
because Chelly was chirping Rav about like nicey being taken from him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, it would suck to or like. What's another comparison of having something and then someone makes it even better? Like someone should copy or make the Chele like even better. And Rav was like, yeah, the Fruity 3.
Oh.
And Shelly just fucking went silent.
He might have turned off stream. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it was. I was
Rav,
proud.
I didn't know you had that in you.
I was
That's
proud
mean.
of Rav there.
I was proud of Rav there. Those two confuse me because it's like you got the Frosty and then you got, I forget what Fruity calls his.
The fruity
The
fruit.
Frozen
The
5.
Frozen
the
5.
Frozen
It's just
5,
like,
yeah.
there's too much like incest with the naming of the parlays. Like there's so much incest. The Frosty, the Frozen, the Fruity, the Jelly. There's so much incest on the ice right now in
Too
Bookit.
much. Too much.
All right, well that brings us to the end of the sode, dude. Trent, thanks for coming on. Are you surging today?
Yeah.
We will be surging today. We got BTL coming up next right after this. And then are we having night sweats tonight as well?
I think Shelly's doing it.
We are, having the night sweats tonight as well. I wanted to say this. We end every episode, a little inspiration, a little motivation. Actually has been the best thing we've ever done on this show. We've talked about sports. We've talked about news. And I think the best thing to come out of this show is the end of the episodes in terms of my DMs. I mean, it seems like you guys have been DMing me almost every day. There's a new person that either discovers the show or has been listening for a long time and loves the end of this. I'm going to make this quick because I don't want to bleed into BTL too much. I know Goots is over there scratching his eyeballs out that they're not starting on time. But I just wanted to say this on a Tuesday. Don't be afraid to take the first step, whatever that is in your life. Whether it's starting a new job, chasing a new career, making a really hard decision, stop being afraid to take the first step. Because I know it's really easy to sit there and go, oh my God, all these negative things are in front of me and I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it. It's so easy to sit at the start line and think of every negative thing that could possibly happen before you take that first step. And on a Tuesday, I think I'm going to challenge you, just take that first step. You never know what's going to be in front of you, and I got news for you. You're going to fall flat on your face. You're going to fail over and over and over again. But that's part of the process. And that's why also enjoying the process is so important. Because if you enjoy every step of the way, if you enjoy the failures, you learn from the falling flat on your face, you're going to reach a place that you never thought you could reach. So all I'm going to ask you today on a Tuesday, just take that first step. I know it can be scary, and I know our brain loves to do this thing where it runs through every scenario where everything could go bad. It runs through every single possible situation in which you look like an idiot, or you're going to look stupid, or you're going to be upset. But I promise you, just take the first step. And that first step is just one step forward. And I know we say it every episode, so just take one step forward. I know how hard it can be to take a step forward every single day. And listen, if you take some step backwards, that's normal. That's part of life. But let's make sure we try to make it up the next day. I love you guys so much. We'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. We got BTL coming up next. We got Surge after that. And then we got Night Sweats after that. So we got a whole day of content for you guys. We're all the way back. Hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I love you guys so much. We'll see you here.